I should probably say hello, shouldn't I? Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to the show, folks. I kind of forgot to do excuse me. So I'm just doing a little bit of work, and just for the... I guess I should do preamble whilst doing this work, shouldn't I? Rather than separate them all. Yeah, I'm just doing a little bit of work here. Whilst working... because I need to prepare some things for a collab. Oh, why is that not working? But yeah, I'll just be working in the background for just a little bit. Not super long. Can we move you over here, please? Oh, hang on, is it copied it there rather than... Ah, I see, it has copied it there. Let's get rid of these. Just move it instead. Bum, bum, There we go. I've been playing a lot of like Nikke lately because of the new update, and I kind of don't want to get the new characters yet because I kind of want to save up because apparently the bunny event is going to be next. They've shown the new skin for Exia in her bunny outfit, and it's pretty peak, I'm not going to lie. And so I'm thinking maybe I should save up for that instead. Maybe that would be for the best. I'm kind of thinking maybe it's best to wait at the moment. Let's sort. There we go. And then most excellent. Then we can go here. I have my big flask of water here, and it's a bit annoying because it kind of gets in the way of the screen when I'm working, but I need it there for ease of access. Sure, I'll put it on the floor for now, it's fine. I'll put it here, actually. I think I'm doing a bit of... I was meant to start... Actually, first, I was meant to start much earlier today in the afternoon, but I got caught up with some family stuff. There's been a lot of family stuff lately, a lot of things beyond my control, which I've had to take part in. It's for the best, but yeah, it's been a little annoying, but it's okay. Sometimes it just needs to be done, doesn't it? But it's okay. Let's... Hang on, how many are on here first? Okay, I got an idea what I can put in here and what I can't put in then. Yeah, I'm working on a slideshow for a collab which I'm planning on. Hopefully it shall work out okay. It's like an updated version thing I've done before, and hopefully it'll work out. Hopefully it'll be fine. Oh yeah, there's been a bunch of family stuff going on lately, and which has been different streaming. What I'm planning to do is today, I'm planning on actually doing a bit of Odyssey reading. I know it's an odd day for it, but I've just been on the same book for a bit now. I keep fucking it up. I just want to get it out of the way. I feel like it's cursed otherwise. I feel like it's a cursed book, so I just want to get rid of it. I think once I do, everything should be much better in the long run. But yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. Just to get rid of it, just to get out of the way of it, and once we've done that, we can just move on with the rest of the Odyssey. Until that though, until we can get through this book, which is acting as a mental block for me, well, there's not much we can do. So I need to just power through it. It's fine. Awesome. Wait, how did that work that way? Oh, right, I see. Okay, hang on. I know. Yeah, okay. That's all about. Fine, I think that's fine. Yeah, that'll do. What's the other one, actually? I know I'm just like kind of muttering to myself. I don't really want to give away too much of what I'm doing here. Man, I don't know how people can do all this stuff when they're talking about, oh yes, I shall do a working stream and I won't talk about any of the projects I'm working on. I'll just do it all in the background. It seems really difficult to do. But, well, this is the fate I've chosen. It shan't be for long, though. I do just want to get a head start on this thing, which I should have done more of, but I've not done. Hello, Thorn. Hi, Thorn. I'm very sorry. I've been terrible at responding to messages lately. I think I've said as much. I've not been in a great place lately mentally, so I do apologize, Thorn. I have seen them. I've just not got around to responding yet. I do apologize for that, Thorn. I hope you've not been upset by that or anything. It's not been my intention. I just it's been a lot lately. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Thorn. I will get round to that. I swear I will get round to responding to it. Regarding the game, though, the mech game, it looks cool as hell. As I mentioned, I did see that you said that you can also design your own characters, which I'm glad about, because some of those character designs from the trailer they showed looked really ugly. They did. No, but I'll get back to you on the message itself. And apologies. Could you repeat why? The one I apologize for not responding. Did you need me to say that again? I'm sorry. No, again, it was not my intention to, I guess, like, leave you unread, as it were, or unread, as it were. I saw the messages come through, but yeah. Oh, right, okay, sorry, no, I was saying, I do apologize for the delay in responding to you. I've just been very slow on responding to a lot of people lately. Okay, no, I do apologize, and yeah, so, I will get around to responding to your messages, I swear I will do. It's just, yeah. I've not been in a great headspace lately. I've been struggling to do much of anything. I've been wanting to stream more as well, just things keep getting in the way. I wanted to stream most of the day today, actually, but then things came up and I had to do stuff. I had a lot of family stuff come up lately, which has kind of got in the way of things. And it's put a wrench in some plans. A lot of plans. But, you know, that's life, isn't it? That's life, which happens. So I guess I'll just need to get on with it. Yeah, I do apologize, though. I will get around to answering. I've been so goddamn busy during the entire last month. I've been busy during this month, too. I feel you, friend. I hope it's not too much for you. I hope you're able to get by without much of an issue. Tell you what. If you want to put any music, request any music, you can do, Thorn. Not the butt song. No, the lick my ass song, not that song. We already heard that enough. We're just gonna be chilling out for like 10-15 minutes or so, just doing some little off the side stuff. I meant to be doing this off stream, but I've just been lazy and I've not done that. So I'm doing it on stream and doing like a work in the background kind of thing. Yeah. No, I do hope the workload for you has not been too terrible for you, Thorn, and that you're hanging in there. I am not hanging in there. You ever say, God, I want to fucking kill myself as like, not as like a serious thing, but as a hyperbolic expression of like your distress. Just like, oh, I hate my life, I want to die. Those kind of sayings. A lot of people do it, and they don't actually mean it. I've been saying that a lot lately, and I'm like, damn, I must be feeling really bad if I keep saying this all the time. Because I don't normally say it that much. But I've been saying it a lot lately, and I'm like, maybe this is a problem. I'm trying to find a new place to work at the moment, though it doesn't help if I don't have any idea of what I want to do. I found some jobs I'm interested in, but a lot of them seem terrible, so I'm like, maybe back to the drawing board. Oh dear. I don't know. I think I need to just like stay away from like news and stuff and focus on myself for a little while because, goddamn, I don't want to do something stupid. You know what I mean? But yeah, I hope you're okay, Thorn. I can understand the workload having months and months of pressure. I think I need a holiday. Like, I was thinking of like getting like one of those like you can get like singles holidays. I was thinking of booking like a singles holidays for September or for like no October because that's when like my the show I'm currently at the moment is going to be done. So I don't need to worry about getting mixed up on rehearsals and stuff as well. So I can go to them and it'll be fine. And I'm thinking maybe just like booking a week off doing a singles holiday. I don't know though. I don't know if they're any good or not. I need to look at places which actually do them. But yeah. I hope something useful will come from it. But yeah, if you have any music recommendations, feel free to put them on. Actually, tell you what. Let's put something to hype us up a little bit, actually. Because this cutesy BGM is fine. But you want something a little more sometimes. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have put this on the lyrics and distract me. Because I'm having to type stuff and I struggle to multitask at the same time. I'm really good at this whole working and streaming at the same time thing. Just be a trigger. Ciao, put your hands up. Don't make a big deal out of. I think I'm playing Blaze Blue again recently. I want to go. There's a fighting game I bought the other day, which I want to try. It's called A Few Quick Matches. It's like a stick fighter, which is like a arena fighter, Smash Bros. Stick fighter thing. Whoa, that's a paragraph and a half you just wrote, Thorn. Worked overtime. For this hospital, I've been babysitting for my older siblings. I have had to deal with some stuff from my employment agency, and I worked evening shifts before, so normally I would start at past 2 p.m. all the way to 11:30 p.m. But when I worked overtime, I would start at 11 a.m. all the way to 11:38 p.m. I would also work overtime on Saturdays, where I would start at 5 a.m. I had to wake up 4 a.m. Dude, are you sleeping okay? Thorn, are you sleeping alright? That sounds like a lot. Also, I'm sorry about your family issues at the hospital. It's similar stuff to what it may be similar to what I'm going through at the moment, I don't know. But, there's a lot going on. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Thorn. No, I'm exhausted, bro. Oh, Thorn, I'm so sorry. Hey, man. If you want to chill... Listen, I know I like dunk on you. You're always welcome here, Thorn. If you want to take a moment out just to chill out, come here. We'll have a chill out, have a nice chit and chat, you know? And again, listen, again, I've not been in the best state lately. I do try my best to try and make streams a place for me to chill out and have some fun, and for other people too. So, if you just want to come in here, even if you don't want to chat, if you just want to chill out and listen to me just yap about some random things, you're always welcome, Thorn. You'll never not be. Unless you, like, do something like blow up, like, an orphanage. In which case, I'll have to be like, yeah, Thorn, listen, man. I like you. I don't like you, like, that much. Listen, like, mass genocide against an orphanage is kind of a lot for me to handle, so I'm gonna have to ban No hard feelings, though, bro, of course. You know, I'm sure you understand. You're like, no, I understand. I'm a little bit upset about it, but I understand. Oh, what the heck is this? Oh, Ups and Downs. This is cool. That's a cool song. On every Saturday, I have to have 5 cups of coffee. Oh, goodness. That reminds me of, like, university days where it'd be, like, drink a ton of coffee to stay awake. I don't think it really helped that much. I still need sleep in the end. And I don't really drink coffee that much. I'd get, like, some nicer tasting stuff. But, yeah, I don't really drink coffee that much. Yeah, just look after yourself, man, okay? I know that's, like, easy to say. It's easier said than done under your circumstances when you've got a lot on your plate. But there needs to be a point where you need... If there's people around you who could potentially help, maybe ask for help, okay? Maybe ask for help. If you just, like... If you're having to, like, look after your siblings on top of, like, overworking, maybe just, like, ask, hey, can you look after them for a bit? I need to, like, just have some rest to myself. There's no shame in that. And yeah, people don't agree to that. They're assholes. Where's in cold water so I just gobble it all down in a matter of... Hang on, so... You just, like, eat the grains, you put the grains in cold water and just swig them all down? Whoa, that's metal. It reminds me of this, so I was watching a video, I don't really watch it that much, it was a Binging with Babish video, all about how to make La Bombe from The Simpsons, this giant eclair, and, he mentions how, like, in the video, that in The Simpsons, they say that La Bombe, the eclair, has, like, 1 pound of butter per square inch. Not really physically possible. So to make up for this, what Babish did was he used a ton of butter and also used a bunch of dried butter as well. And put them in, and then someone put a comment saying, putting the dried butter along with the normal butter reminds me of my friend who would put dried milk powder in with his normal milk in order to, like, get more milk per square inch of milk drink. Which I think is really funny. If it is too hot, then it will take a lot of time to gobble it down. As such, it will be more... Wow, that's like min-max. I'll drink, so I just got cold water and I make sure it's cool and to just gobble it all down fast and head back to work to the forklift. Holy, that is like autistic levels of min-maxing, though it's not the dumbest idea in the world, I'll say that. Enjoy the ride with ups and downs. You want to put Storyteller on? I don't know. Why not? I need to make sure to stay awake a lot so I can do what I could. You know what? I respect the hustle. I still worry about it, but I respect the hustle. Just look after yourself, okay, friend? Hello, lurking Ray Ray. Wait, Ray Ray! It's your first time in the chat, so you get a blow on the horn. Your celebratory blow on the horn has been completed. Ray Ray, how you feeling? Ray Ray reminds you of Grey Grey, and that's what Drake called Grave in Nikkei, and I think that's really funny, though Drake's also kind of a loser. I hope you're doing well, Ray. I'm doing, well, we're just having a little chill out for a moment, just, doing some work in the background, and afterwards we're probably going to be... Okay, there's two things we're going to do. I'm not sure what to do yet. We're either going to play some Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Sky, because it's my first time playing through the game fully, and I want to get through some more of it, or I'll be reading the Odyssey, because I've been doing reading of the Odyssey lately, because I listened to Epic the Musical a little while ago, and I thought, wow, this is great. This is reminding me of my old days studying the Odyssey, and I want to go back and reread it, and I thought I'd get everyone involved and do it on stream, but there's this one book I've been kept messing up on, and things have come in and interrupted it, and I kind of just want to get it out of the way, because normally I do it on the weekends or Fridays, but you know what, I figure we can just do one book today, just to get it out of the way. It's a cursed book, which is stopping me from getting further into the story. I figure maybe if we just get through it today, maybe we can move on with it, and we can get Odysseus home, because he's kind of trapped, still on his journeys home. But yeah, if you want to stick around for any of that, you're more than welcome to, Ray Ray. Hang on a second, your name is Lurking, and this is far from Lurking. You sly dog. You... How do I describe this? You're a paradoxical figure, Ray Ray. I keep saying Ray Ray and think of Renamon from Digimon. I don't know why. No relation. Actually, does anyone have any musical recommendations? Any music recommendations? I don't want to listen to more Guilty Gear stuff. Wait, Wanna Be Crazy though. That's a good song's going on. I didn't get prolonged time for my work, so yeah, my last has at least ended that job, so I hope I get to relax a bit this week, but I will drive tomorrow for a visit to an education that my employer has given me the opportunity to visit. Okay, so as long as you're like, it's something different. Be gone, bot. I think breaking up monotony like that can be like a really great thing for you. One of the things I don't like about my current job, the one is, well, it is monotonous, right? So if you can find something to break up the monotony, I'm sure like that would do wonders for your health at the moment, for your mental state. I lurk around small streamers. Aw, does it mean I'm not small? Aw, bless. I was gonna make like a big penis joke there, and I thought, no, I'm classier than that. I can be classier than that, it's fine. See? I'm classy. Look at me. Look at me go. But yeah. Do you want to be crazy? Why not? Ah, back when Guilty Gear was good. I mean, from what it looks like, you're at 2 inches right now. Okay. Seathorn, this is why I always threaten to ban you. Thank you, Ray Ray. I appreciate that. I need someone to notice how classy and dapper I am. Who appreciates the fashion of waistcoats. I'm thinking of putting on maybe some bit of Good Kid. And I know, right, it's like, Elijah, you always do Good Kid on karaoke. And I'm like, well, yes, because I like Good Kid, because Good Kid are a good band. I missed the chance to go and see them last year. I was very disappointed. They were playing in a bunch of places in the UK, but they're all like too far away from where I was under such short notice. So I had to be like, no, I can't go to them. Very disappointing. Like a strawberry, I suppose. Okay, well, you know what? I think strawberries are pretty nice. So, you know what? We'll take it. Ba 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 da da da. Ba ba. Let's get down. I miss when Guilty Gear was good. Actually, was Guilty Gear Xrd as good as people think it was? I think, like, I didn't really play as much as it did Strive, so I'm not sure. I know it has some of the issues which I don't like about Strive in Xrd, so maybe it's not as good as I thought. Maybe I need to replay it to get it. Who knows? Your English is really good, Elijah. How long did it take you to study it? Oh, well, you know, about like 300 years or so, you know. After about 300 years or so, you do get like accustomed to the language, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, I'm not a native speaker at all, actually. My first language is Latin. Agnus Dei qui tollis peccata mundi, miserere nobis. See? I can speak Latin. Very impressive. Thank you, Ray Ray. I appreciate your kind words. Wonderful stuff. Nihongo Jozu. Ah, wakarimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu. They always say if someone says Nihongo Jozu, it's probably your Japanese is probably not that good. I don't know how true that is. Maybe some people are being very genuine about it though. But just say that someone is actually Japanese. Ah, Nihongo Jozu. Like, are? Nande? That's probably what they'd say. And then they'd just look at you really confused and weird. But yeah. I need to practice Japanese again. I've not been practicing Japanese at all lately. I need to get back into it because it was fun to learn. I need to get back into the swing of things. An answer, wanna be crazy, wanna freak out, break down in the ideology heart. I've wanted to tell a Japanese person they speak really good Japanese and then leave. Wanna freak out, break down, you ignite your rusty heart. Things will turn around. Get down. Man, Guilty Gear's music's always great. I've not listened to some of the newer tracks actually. That's because I've not played Strive, and because I don't want to play Strive anymore. Maybe I'll play it again one day. I don't know. I didn't watch Guilty Gear Dual Rulers actually. Maybe I should get around to that. Sing? I can sing, sure. Tell you what. I was gonna put on Good Kid anyway, so. Let's see here. Thank you, Thorn, as always. You know what? This is a song I've been wanting to practice anyway, so why not? Let's give this a go. Hang on. Hang on a moment. Ba-bum-ba-bum. I do apologize if my singing is not up to standard. I used to be professionally trained, but alas, I need to get back into the gist of things again, so I may be lacking in some aspects. Uno momento. Hang on. Un momento. Where has it gone now? Do you remember that bit from The Dark Knight? No, Batman Begins. It's like, where are you? It's like, here. And then he's like, oh! That bit where they're in like the freighters. Damn, you're not a professional anymore? That's crazy, bro. I lost my talent many years ago. Or rather, I don't know. I think it's just like just the idea of like confidence, where I don't know how confident I am singing on stream, if I'm being honest. But it's okay. I'll work on it. You got to practice these kind of things, obviously, you know? Oh, no, I don't like that microphone. No, no, no. Be gone. Be gone, thought. If she... What's the mean? If she... No, yeah. All women. Yeah, that means that all women are queens. All women are queens. If she breathes, she's a thought. Oh, hang on. I just noticed I have something. I'll bring it on in a moment, though. Yeah. Oh, hang on. 1 second. Got to get rid of these two. I know. How embarrassing. Oh, no. Oh, my. Konbanwa, konbanwa. Ikoikeru. Ikoikeru? Was that the word? How do you say it? Can you hear me? Anyway. Let's give a little sing-along. Sing a song of sixpence, as it were. Hopefully, I don't mess this up completely. I'll put on the nose in a second, Thorn. Hang on. Well, actually, I can put it on now. Why not? Let's put the nose on now. Hang on. I'm gonna disappear for a moment again. Let's have a little sing-a-song and put the nose on. It's been a while since I've worn the nose. It's kind of nice to have it back, actually. Hang on. Where did I put my clown nose? Here we are. Here we are, and here we are, and here we go. Maybe I'll sing that on next, because I can't remember the song. There we go. Can you guys hear the music okay? I hope you can. Let's give it a go. This is called Dance Class. I met you in the yellow light of a sign that bore your name. You said it was a coincidence, but one you can't explain. Said I'm not going to read more of it than I should, but when you smiled, I knew I always would. I wanna meet you in a slow dance. I wanna meet you, but it's too soon. I wanna meet you, but I can't speak or dare to cross the room. I wanna meet you in a slow dance. I wanna meet you, but it's too soon. I wanna meet you, but I can't speak or dare to cross the room, but I am trying. Stuck beneath the spinning glow of a familiar hue, struck by your impression like all of those next to you. But I will try to stand and make it down the hall in that sound. I'm barely here at all. I wanna meet you in a slow dance. I wanna meet you, but it's too soon. I wanna meet you, but I can't speak or dare to cross the room. I wanna meet you in a slow dance. I wanna meet you, but it's too soon. I wanna meet you, but I can't speak or dare to cross the room, but I am trying so hard to meet you where you are. This is such a fun song. It's very like romantic, right? It's really like fun, upbeat romantic. I love that kind of stuff. It just appeals to the sappy guy in me who loves like this kind of stuff. I wanna meet you in a slow dance. I wanna meet you, but it's too soon. I wanna meet you, but I can't speak. Or dead across the room. I wanna meet you in a slow dance. I wanna meet you, but it's too soon. I wanna meet you, but I can't speak. Or dead across the room, but I am trying so hard. That went alright, I think. That was fun. Should we do another song? Oh, what's going on? Oh, it's playing another song. Thank you. Yeah, the tomato that you kept on putting on your nose. It is a bit like a tomato, isn't it? What was the song I was going to sing? Oh, hang on. There's a song I want to practice singing. I've not really practiced it. Oh god, I've not really practiced that much yet, but I do want to give it a go. So, you know what, let's give it a go whilst we're here. Actually, let's change the category to karaoke for a little bit, just in case. Does it really matter? Who knows? Oh, you can put it to singing, can't you? Singing. Oh, you can't do that. Never mind. Whatever then. Let's try doing this then. This one might work. This is called you guys are in Transformers? This is a song from like the Transformers movie. This is called The Touch. It's by a guy named Stan Bush. It's like classic 80s power ballad. You got the touch. You got the power. Yeah! I think the key's different here. After all is said and done, you've never walked, you've never run, you're a winner. You got the moves, you know the streets. Break the rules, take the heat, you're nobody's fool. You're at your best when the going gets rough. You've been put to the test, but it's never enough. You got the touch. You got the power. When all hell's breaking loose, you'll be right in the eye of the storm. You got the heart. You got the motion. You know that when things get too tough, you got the touch. Yeah. You never bend, you never break. Always seems to know just what it takes. You're a fighter. But now it's in the blood, it's in the will. It's in the mighty hands of steel when you stand in your ground. And you'll never get hit when your back's to the wall. Gonna fight to the end and you're taking it all. You got the touch. You got the power. When all hell's breaking loose, you'll be right in the eye of the storm. Oh, you got the heart. You got the motion. You know that when things get too tough, you got the touch. Classic, like, 80s power ballad. If you've not seen Transformers, it's okay, Ray. You just need to feel the vibes. You're fighting fire with fire. You know you've got the touch. This song was used for the Transformers the movie. You're at your best when the road gets rough. You've been put to the test, but it's never enough. You got the touch. You got the power. Yeah. You got the touch. You got the power. Touch. I just a bit off to the side here, aren't I? Bum, bum. Awesome song, lovely song. What else do you want to sing? What is going on here? No, not Begone, Beast. Tell you what we want to sing. A song I always like to sing. Maybe you've heard this song. It's a fun song. Hang on, here's Sinking, so you know it's gonna be fun. Hang on, wait, here's the opening. Here's the opening. Hang on. Wait. Wait for it. Oh. Man, am I gonna be able to do this if like when these ID things come into place? I hope so. Maybe I need to get a separate Sinking. Maybe I need to get like a separate karaoke app or something, I don't know. Maybe you'll know this song. I heard once that this song is what it sounds like to fall in love, and I think that's a wonderful sentiment. I hope it is. I've never been in love, but I hope it goes something like this. I think it would be very nice. Kiss me out of the bearded barley, nightly beside the green, green grass. Swing, swing, swing the spinning step. You wear those shoes and I will wear that dress. So kiss me beneath the milky twilight. Lead me out on the moonlit floor. Lift your open hand, strike out the band and make the fireflies dance. Silver moon sparkling. So kiss me. In love? What's that? It's a good question, Ray. It's this thing the poets and the singers have been talking about for the past several thousand years. Kiss me down by the broken treehouse. Swing me upon its hanging tire. Bring your flowered hat. We'll take the trail marked on your father's map. Oh, kiss me beneath the milky twilight. Lead me out on the moonlit floor. Lift your open hand, strike out the band and make the fireflies dance. Silver moon sparkling. So kiss me. I should ask, is it peaking at all? Do I need to turn the mic down at all? Do I need to back up from the mic at all? I should have asked that in a couple of songs ago, shouldn't I? I hope it sounds okay. I hope my voice is not too grating to the ears for both of y'all. Both of y'all. Oh god, the southern's gotten into me from the song. The country's gotten into me. Kiss me beneath the milky twilight. Lead me out on the moonlit floor. Lift your open hand, strike out the band and make the fireflies dance. Silver moon sparkling. So kiss me. So kiss me. So kiss me. So kiss me. Tell you what, I was talking about Odyssey earlier. Let's sing a song on Epic. Let's sing a song from Epic the Musical. Let's do this one. I love this song. One of my favorite songs. Oh god, it's going straight in. 600 men, 600 deaths under my command, 'cause I had one goal in mind. No fleet, no band, only this raft that I made by hand. How will I reach my homeland? All you gotta do is nod up in this bag. Hermes! Hello, old friend. So you're the one who talked to Calypso. Why are you here? You're being given a final option. Consider this your one last chance to make it back home and abandon caution. Wash it away like the blood your hands have known. I know you dance with fate, then I know you'll enhance your state. If your plan's so great, then why do you wait to say it? Well, it's a little bit dangerous, my friend. You'll need a mindset change for this. You cannot get away with playing safe for this. You wanna get home, put it all on the line and put your whole brain in it. Remember, if you're tricking your domain for this, you gotta treat it like it is the main event. You wanna get home, put it all on the line, be dangerous. Alright, I'm in. What do I do? First up, uncharted waters. When lost, look towards the sky. Follow the North Star, no matter how far you think you're going. You keep on rowing. When strangers lurk around the aisle, when danger greets you with a smile, fight your way through, do what you must do. But no matter what, keep moving. You know that it's dangerous, my friend. You'll need a mindset change for this. You cannot get away with playing safe for this. You wanna get home, put it all on the line and put your whole brain in it. Remember, every trick in your domain for this. You gotta treat it like it is the main event. You wanna get home, put it all on the line, be dangerous. And lastly, the windbag. We went through so much to get this. Keep this bag close if you wanna get home, sir. You won't get another time to try. Big a raging storm inside won't let you get closer. For no mortal can pass Poseidon's storm. Open this bag and you'll never make it home. You'll never make it home. Don't you know that danger is my friend? My whole life I've trained for this. I cannot tell you how much I have paid for this. I have to get home, put it all on the line. Use ruthlessness, every trick, every skill put to use for this. I plan to put an end to all the foolishness. I've got to get home, put it all on the line, be dangerous. That was a bit rough. It was a little rough, but it's okay. I'm working on that. I'm practicing that song still. Practice makes perfect, as they say. And you know what? If I can sing that in front of random strangers, that's okay. But yeah, it's a fun song. It's a fun song. Perhaps I did not do it justice there, but I like it nonetheless. Anything else to sing? Any requests? I don't know. I'm trying to think what else. What other songs do I have to sing? I have a list of songs for karaoke. Actually, let's have a look. Karaoke. I always have the case with the hiccups, let Ray Ray. I always have the case. Here we go. What have we got here? I have a list of songs from like video games for karaoke as well. Hmm. Okay, let's go with this one. But no one else has done this. I've done this in person in front of people, so I think it should be fine. It's another song from a musical. I've not fully finished the musical, this actually. But, I do want to. It's from a musical called Kinky Boots. No, not that one. Have you heard the opening song for Super Smash Bros? I have. I don't know how to sing that, Ray Ray. I'm sorry. I know the song. I could not sing it for the life of me. Let's do this. Why is it so quiet? Hang on, okay, Soul of a Man. Let's do Soul of a Man instrumental instead. Is it really quiet for you, or is it just me? Okay, let's try this again. Yeah. Okay, this should be fine. Was it quiet? Was it not quiet? Okay, well, I guess it'll be fine. Okay, here we go. Yeah. This is a song, I guess, kind of about, like, being down on your luck. I'm bad newser, black and blueser. Who's a loser? A merry-go-round spiraling down. I'm all used up, chafed and chewed up. Who's just screwed up? The same old Charlie hitting the ground. 'Cause I'll never be the soul of a man, noble and wise like the soul of a man who lifted me high like the soul of a man, noble and true like the soul of a man that I looked up to. What else could I do? My stupid hubris, no excuses, blew my fuses. I guess I'm just a ruse in my father's shoes, not amusing, no confusing, a streak of losing, totally brutal and useless too. How can I be the soul of a man, noble and wise like the soul of a man who lifted me high like the soul of a man, heroic and true like the soul of a man that I looked up to. What else could I? Just when I'm reaching for that rung at the top, I'm that broken heel unsteady and ready to drop. 'Cause that would be the soul of a man, noble and wise like the soul of a man who lifted me high like the soul of a man, heroic and true, like the soul of a man that I looked up to. What else could I do? I'll never be, no, I'll never be. I've gone and let you down. Oh, soul of a man. Oh, soul of a man. Here comes that familiar sound. Same old Charlie hitting the ground. Little scuff there. It's okay. Man, I just realized it's been a while since I heard that song. Is the volume better now? I did turn it up a bit whilst I was in the middle of it. I don't know if that fixed it though. Maybe it's still too quiet. I think the audio is a bit quiet in general. Maybe that was just me. But yeah, maybe. I don't know what to do now, actually. Do you want to sing a bit more? Yeah, it's better. Most excellent. Do we want to sing a bit more? Do we want to read this chapter of the Odyssey and get us on with this accursed book? Or do we want to, do we want to maybe play Mystery Dungeon? You had enough of Clown Nose now. We've had plenty of the Clown Nose. No, yeah? Oh, God. What's going on? Yeah, I don't know. Do you want to sing any more songs? I don't know if there's any more songs I want to sing at the moment. What else have we got on this song list to sing? You can tell I'm a bit rough in parts, but it's okay. You just got to practice those kind of parts out until they're ironed out. Maybe best to leave it for now. I could sing like Butterfly, I guess, from Digimon. I don't know. Don't you like Digimon? I feel like I'm the only person in the world who likes Digimon at times. Like, no one else I know even remotely knows about Digimon's existence, which I think is a real shame. We can do. I can do like. I did. Well, no. You say talk about anime. There's a vast pool there, Ray. There's a vast pool there. Do you know anything about Digimon, perhaps? Or is this talking to a wall on this subject, or is it talking to the choir? What's the... Actually, wait. Talking to the choir is preaching... No, preaching to the choir, right? It's when you're saying something to someone that they already know about. Is that correct? Yes. I've been watching Digimon Savers recently, the 5th season. It's terrible. It's an awful show. It's an awful, awful TV show. Don't watch it. I would highly recommend you don't watch it. I was talking with a friend of mine yesterday about how we want like Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya season 3. It'll probably be a show which never happens. Do you know what happened to Kyoto Animation a couple of years ago? They got set on fire. Several of their staff members unfortunately died, and many of their works the physical files for their works were lost, unfortunately, in the fire. They've come back since then. This is a couple of years ago now. But damn, that was wild. Does anyone remember that the KyoAni fire? That was horrible. That was terrible. And I think the guy's finally been jailed now. He was clearly not in his right mind, but I think he's been like jailed now for because he killed several people for committing arson. Why do I have Man's Not Hot on my list of songs to sing? I hate that song. Oh, is there a comedy karaoke? Even though I don't think that song is that funny, even. We can get rid of that one. There we go. Yeah. We got rid of that one, no problem at all. But yeah. Oh, hang on, let's put the BGM back on, because otherwise it's just me talking in silence, and that's no fun. Hup. Oh god, why is that here? Why does that go over the curtains? How peculiar. Me oh my. Wow, what a time to be alive. It's something I could see myself watching. Since I've Pokemon X and Y and also played Bakugan. Wow, you played the game, played like the physical game Bakugan with the marble things and everything. I know there's like the new Pokemon game coming out, which may have some of the stuff which was some of the abandoned stuff from the original Pokemon Z, which was apparently planned for a little bit, but was seemingly cancelled very quickly into development. It's the only time there's not been an upgraded version of a generation, so I'm wondering to see what gets added into Pokemon AZ, whatever you want to call it, A to Z. I don't know. Whatever. What do you want to call that? Oh, my 3DS, man. I have like a 3DS, which I need to. So I got the 3DS at launch, and it was back when it was quite expensive, like £250. I don't know where you're from, Ray, but I got it when it's like first released, and eventually they dropped the price for it. Like, oh no, a lot of people got ripped off. So they did this thing called the Ambassador Program, where they gave a bunch of free games out, and a lot of these games were games which were not even available on like the eShop. Like Fire Emblem Sacred Stones is on there. Like, whoa, what a cool get! And I don't know if to this day that was released on the 3DS eShop, but I have a 3DS I need to legally modify. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I just not got around to it yet. Man, the 3DS was such a good console, though. I know, like, whatchamacallit, Bravely Default recently got put to, it recently got put onto the Switch 2, was it? Yeah, Bravely Default was great. Okay, if you never played Bravely Default is this kind of, like, very classic Japanese Final Fantasy RPG style game, right? It's really good until, like, the last fifth of the game, which is terrible. But it's really good for the most part. So that last part of it just feels like a bit of a slog. The last part of the game, but generally it's a very good game. If you've never played Bravely Default, I would highly recommend it. It's just ooh, my goodness gracious me, I'd heard it was like a pretty terrible slog, and then I got through it, and I'm like, oh yeah, they weren't kidding. They were not kidding about this. I just now have my XL now. I see. Man, the 3DS is a great console, though. It was a great console. It's one of those things as well where, like, I don't... Just because of, like, the niche of it, I don't think it lends itself well to being, like, emulated or anything like that, right? Not realistically, anyway, like... There's a lot of features you can't get. I really like the 3D features as well. I used a lot of the 3D in the games and stuff. I really kind of gave up on some of them, though. I want to play the 3DS version of Xenoblade Chronicles, because I have the Wii version, but I don't have a Switch, so I can't play the Switch version of Xenoblade, which I know is meant to be the definitive version now. But, yeah, I want to try out the other versions. I never finished Xenoblade. From what I played of Xenoblade, I think it's awesome. I just never got around to finishing it. Never got super far in it. You know Jenna Coleman from Doctor Who? She was in Xenoblade Chronicles before she got really big. I don't believe she was in the definitive edition. At least she got recast for it, because there's a whole added section of the game, and I believe they recast her for that. So she, and I can understand why. She's much bigger than she was before she was in Xenoblade Chronicles then, in the English dub at least. So they probably couldn't afford her. I don't know. Maybe that is the case, I'm not sure. But yeah, I'd love to voice in a game like that. That'd be awesome. Yeah, that'd be super cool. Man, 3DS was such a great console. Awesome stuff. Truly a masterpiece. Well, it wasn't a masterpiece at first. Like with a lot of things, it kind of had a rough start. It definitely had a rough start to it had a rough start to its launch. But you know what? It worked through it. It built up. It got a massively awesome backlog of games. So yeah, I think that's pretty amazing. That's pretty great stuff there. Elijah the VA. I do some acting stuff. I'm currently in play at the moment, actually. I've done some, like, recordings, or I do some, like, if you go on my, I have a YouTube channel, I think there's a link for it in the chat or something. There's, like, little voiceover stuff here and there. I need to see more of it. I've not been in the best place mentally, though, lately, so I've kind of been lax on that kind of stuff, which is very annoying on my part. I should get back into it. I just need to, like, slap some sense into myself. But, yeah. It'll be in my best interest to do that. Yeah. Bum. But yeah, I need to do more stuff. I've been looking at, like, recording agencies nearby where I am at the moment, so I'm thinking, maybe there's stuff to do there. Who knows? I've recently realized, not recently, a little while ago, I realized I sometimes get, like, a weird mental block on myself for certain things, and I figured out what that mental block was. And it's one of those things where, like, I can't immediately get rid of it, and so I just have to deal with it, which sucks, and I'm really struggling to get around it. But yeah, I just need to, like, burst through it like a brick wall, or play the waiting game until this said block is no longer around. And it's something which could potentially go away with time, but yeah, it sucks. But yeah, no, I do, like, audition for things occasionally. I need to do more of it. I've not done so recently, again, with my not so great health at the moment, and also just, like, getting caught, because I'm currently in a play at the moment, so it's just, like, getting the time for it, I guess. Yeah, it sucks, but you know what? We make do, like a country girl. Apparently that saying is all about, like, country girls making do with what they've got for, like, masturbation purposes, and I'm like, oh, but, you know, I think it's kind of evolved past that statement now. It's just that you make do. You make do with life. But yeah, it'll be fine, and maybe, probably not. But you know what? You just gotta keep on keeping on, right? Life will come around. What was that from? Life will come around? I don't know. Yeah. What am I currently watching right now? At the moment, as I mentioned, I'm watching Digimon Series. I'm going back and watching all the Digimon series, because I watched a ton of them when I was younger, and I've wanted to rewatch them all, because the new Digimon series coming out, the Digimon Beat Break, which got announced fairly recently, and I was watching this series before then, but I'm like, oh, what a great chance to catch up on everything. And I say this like they're linked. None of the Digimon series are linked together. They're all it's like a Gundam series. You can just jump into any Gundam series you want, the same way you can jump into any Digimon series you want. But yeah, that's what I'm currently doing at the moment regarding that. If anything, I kind of want to catch up on older stuff I've not got around to watching. I've still never got around to watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I watched the original Full Metal Alchemist. I thought it was ass. I think the original anime of Full Metal Alchemist leaves much to be desired. It does not hold up at all. It's a gross mischaracterization, a lot of the characters in it. And I would not recommend it. I wouldn't be able to recommend Brotherhood either, though, just because I've not seen it yet. So maybe the best way to read it is just read the manga, which I've read several volumes of already, and I enjoy it. I don't really watch seasonal stuff anymore, if I'm being honest. Right? Like, I think there's like a part of every anime fan's life where you just kind of like get burnt out on the seasonal grind and you give up on it, and you just decide, I'm going to watch what I want to watch when I want to watch it. And man, it's a liberating feeling. It's like, wow, I can just enjoy this thing without feeling on the grind. I haven't seen Full Metal Alchemist. I think the series as a whole is good, but the original anime for like, when did the original anime come out? Like 2003, I want to say. It's not very good. It doesn't hold up. It's not a great thing. I would recommend just reading the manga more than anything. People swear by Brotherhood, though again, I have not seen Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, so I cannot attest to that. Yeah. I cannot attest to the validity of that statement as to whether Brotherhood is good or not. But yeah. Who knows? Oh. It may be the best thing ever. Apparently, according to my anime list, it's been like the top one thing for years now. So I don't know if it's actually that good or not, though. It is rather an enigma to me. Yes. I don't know if there's any of the series I'm watching at the moment. I want to watch Shimoneta. Falling behind on my list over the years, but I've gotten back on track. Yeah, I'm kind of like... Again, you kind of get done with the idea of like seasonal watchings and lists and stuff. You kind of just learn to like go with it. I'm like, yeah, I'll just watch what I want to watch, and I'm like, I'm perfectly fine with that. Absolutely fine with that. And you know what? I think that's awesome that you can to just be like, I'm just gonna watch whatever. Like, I know like the hotness for a while now for like new gen anime fans is like Jujutsu Kaisen, and I don't give a shit about it. I won't watch it. Maybe I will do one day. I know my brother is was a fan of the manga, and he kind of just like gave up on it. I think he still finished it, but like, yeah, it kind of goes ass. And he says it's just because it keeps like introducing the way he put it, it just introduces new powers and stuff and doesn't explain any, but just lists a bunch of names. And I'm like, I can see why you'd not like that. But he's read like a ton of manga at this point. He reads more manga than normal books, whereas I'm the opposite. I read more normal books than manga. But yeah, I don't know. There's not much. I feel there's very little times now where I'm like, ooh, this is like a fun series to watch. I don't see that much anymore. I'm very much okay with like working through things I've always wanted to see. I never got around to watching. Case in point, Digimon Savers even. Well, actually, okay, Digimon Savers is weird for me. I watched it in the English dub back when I was very, very young. I know, right? You were young one time, Elijah? I know. Crazy stuff, isn't it? I know, right? I've not always been an old, decrepit old fool. But, yes. I watched in English, and I got to, like, 46 episodes in. It's like 50 episodes, by the way. I got 46 episodes in, and I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of done. And I never watched it. I never finished it. I'm like, why did I do that? And after watching Digimon Savers now, I'm thinking I'm starting to understand why I did that. Because Digimon Savers is a terrible show. It's a really not a good TV show. It's really not fun. It's not interesting. It's really boring. It doesn't have any of the cool Digimon stuff you want. So, I don't know what it does. Don't watch it. I'm trying to watch some of the popular ones, but nothing like DBZ or Naruto. A while ago, watched Naruto from beginning until like the end of like the main series with my brother. Not Shippuden, just the original. OG Naruto is peak, actually. It's so good. The original Naruto is really, really good. It is bogged down by tons of terrible filler arcs made exclusive for the anime, and they're all bad. And we just skipped those because we know they're bad. They have like a terrible reputation, and it did a lot of bad stuff for the series. Yeah, it's I think the original Naruto is great. I think for Dragon Ball and Naruto both, though, ultimately, you're better off reading the manga. I think if anything, there are some fights in Naruto which are worth watching, just because they're awesome. Like Rock Lee versus Gaara is a classic one. Your attention was for entertainment, but it wasn't to do with attention span. It's to do with it was to do with how about this reputation. Like, it is unanimously agreed upon for years now that the whatchamacallit, it's been widely agreed on for years now that what was it now? Yeah, that the filler arcs in Naruto are terrible. They were terrible back then, they're terrible now. And listen, I've seen some of them, like, wow, yeah, this is really boring. They're just boring to watch. So it's like, yeah, just watch the good stuff, which is the actual stuff. Which, yeah, the actual, like, canon stuff. Watch that and you'll have a fun time with it. I can't say the same thing about if it was the if they're Shippuden, because I've not seen all Shippuden. I know generally Shippuden is seen as like off the rails. especially near the end of it, the power scaling kind of goes really whack. So one thing which is really cool about Naruto is that early on, the power levels are cool because a lot of the time, whilst people have their own unique abilities, it's ultimately coming down to how they use them, which is really awesome. I love that kind of stuff. It's not necessarily, whilst there is a, okay, do you understand what I mean? There's a horizontal and vertical power scaling. Vertical power scaling is where you just go up in power. Dragon Ball Z did a lot of this, right? And Dragon Ball in general even. You went up and up and up in power and keep reaching new heights for it. This can be entertaining in its own way because it gives a very clear idea, oh, this person is now stronger than before. I'm watching Death Note right now. I have never seen Death Note. I know everything that happens in it because I've been told everything which happens in Death Note. I've never got around to watching Death Note though. I'm kind of okay not watching it now. Because I know everything, I'm like, you know what? I'm really okay not watching it. I do really love those, like, videos where it's, like, pointing out, like, hang on, why, like, it's like, if Death Note was in real life, it's like, it's no wonder L figures out that Light is Kira. Wait, yeah, Light is Kira. And it's like, God, it's no wonder he figured that out. Every time he brings it up, Light has this, like, 20-second long inner monologue where he just shuts up and goes, I can't believe it. L thinks I'm Kira. This can't be possible. And he'll have this 20-second monologue talking about it. And it's like, God, no wonder people found out who you were. You go completely silent. Like, you're either autistic or you're actually like, but you're actually Kira. It's one or two, one of the other. Is it any surprise that it was figured out that you are Kira? When he figured out you were Kira straight away, when every time it's brought up, you go into silence. I love videos pointing that out, and I love stuff like parodies like Columbo figures out the Death Note. Great stuff. Love those kind of things. I don't know if I'm gonna watch Death Note though nowadays. Now, maybe I will do. Maybe I will do just to say I've seen it. But yeah. But no, I've been through the ringer on it all. Been through the ringer on it. From the booby stuff to the cool stuff. It's all good. Actually, not all of it is good. I've seen a lot of bad stuff. I want to watch in full Mars of Destruction. Well, you know Light is Kira. That's like the crux of it all. Light is Kira. Yeah, Light is the main character, right? I'm not getting confused on that. Right. I am Kira. I'll change the world. I'll take a potato chip and eat it. That's such a good line. Everyone loves that line. But yeah, I don't know if like I'd watch Death Note at this point in time. This point in life even. But yeah, no, I think if you're interested in Dragon Ball and Naruto, it may be better to just read the manga and then look up some of the fights online. Like some of the really good fights. 'Cause, oh my god, especially Naruto, some of those fights are gorgeous. They're so well animated, so well choreographed, so cinematic that they are worth watching. But you may find a better time by just reading it through. And sorry, I was getting onto it. Yeah, so there's like horizontal and vertical power creep, right? Vertical is when power level just goes up. You know, in Dragon Ball, when they get a new form, it's like a vertical power creep. Oh yes, this is understood to be stronger than the last form, objectively so. And that's fine. It gives people a very clear benchmark when a character is better than they once were. However, there is ultimately a limit to it, because how much can you keep vertically increasing someone's power before it stops meaning anything, right? When you can only vertically increase, you just need to keep upping the power level of every single character around them in order to get to their level. And this became a problem in Dragon Ball. Everyone's power levels became so ridiculously high that many of the characters got left in the dust and were just kind of forgotten about in favor of these more uber powerful characters. And it's a real shame, honestly. A lot of the characters got completely shafted just due to like the power scaling of the series getting so high. Vertical power scaling. I already want to go back and rewatch moments. Oh, excellent. Vertical power scaling, I guess, would be more like characters have like a set power skill, set abilities or skills, or set of skills, and vertically power scaling would be like finding new and creative ways to use that. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure does this quite a lot. I know from what I'm aware, Hunter x Hunter does it a lot. Hunter x Hunter does an example of like mix of it, of like more like a diagonal, like vertical and horizontal power scaling both. And I feel like nowadays it's very common to find that in a lot of series where whilst characters can, you know, increase their physical strength and stuff like that, it's also very common for them to find new and like creative ways to use their effects and use their abilities. I was say never finished My Hero Academia, Boku no Hero Academia. The main character, Midoriya, Deku, whatever you want to call him, he has his super strength ability, but it like breaks his limbs. Yeah, that thing. When there's no ceiling, all there's left to do is break the ceiling, which kind of undoes a lot of the work of like the power scaling from before it. So yeah, like there's a bit. Sorry, in My Hero, just as an more recent example, I guess, of this, he you know, he figures out different ways to use his abilities, which aren't so detrimental to his body of like breaking his limbs. Like, okay, if I use it at like a lower level, I can still use it and still get enhancements from it without breaking my body, but I'm just not physically as strong. And like, okay, that's cool idea, like vertical power shift. He makes himself weaker in one aspect to up himself in other aspects. And that's a cool way of going about it. And one of my favorite manga of all time is Shaman King. I highly recommend it if you've never read it. Shaman King has predominantly vertical power creep in terms of like this character's getting more power, gaining more skills and strength. But there is some like vertical, but there's horizontal power creep as well, which really like helps them out. Like they get like different abilities and different ways to use them. Though ultimately it is vertical, and it even talks about this. So in Shaman King, it introduces this concept called the spell of numbers. Right now, in Shaman King, everyone has like it's all like ghosts, right? They all use ghosts, and they get like ghosts possess their bodies, or they infuse ghosts with items in order to use them to use ghostly abilities, right? And it turns out that a lot of the villains find this way to numerically analyze the level of someone's spiritual power, their mana, or in I think it's called Furyoku was the term they use in the old anime for it. Furyoku. The villains find a way to numerically analyze someone's spiritual strength, right? And it brings at this point where a lot of the characters are willing to go up against some of these bad guys, and then the bad guys are like start listing all their numbers, and it's like, what are you talking about? Oh, that's the numbers of you guys. That's the numerical value, your guys' spiritual strength. This is ours. And they read it, and it's like, holy shit, you guys outclass us so much. It's like, do you want to know why I told you this? It wasn't because we're stronger. It's because of the spell of numbers. And he explains this concept. It's a really cool... Hello, Cow! Wait, Cow, hello, my friend. How are you doing? Hello there. Hello. 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 Hello, Dara. Hello, joking. Hello, Amlet. How are you all doing? Did they say hello, Zella? Wait, hang on. Wait. Goo Goo Baby's raid. What's going on over here? What the heck a minute? What's going on over here? What's your little baby man? Being a little baby man, are we? Little baby woman? Little baby? Listen, I know you're a cow, but like... Listen. I shouldn't say it. I was going to make a milk from the tap joke, and I'm like, that's a bit in poor taste. I guess I already said it now, haven't I? So, yeah. I hope you're all doing well. I hope everyone's doing good here. How you doing, Cal? How you doing, Alan? How you doing, Zella? How you doing, how you doing, joking? Straight up joking it. By it. Let's just say, my Pete. For some reason, like to get us into diapers. Well, you know what? It's different strokes for different folks and all that. You know, it is different strokes for different folks, and that's okay. You know. Do I agree? Do I like it? Shouldn't my peanuts? And by it, let's just say, it's not true. I don't know, Cow. I'm thinking I'm kind of willing to believe that, considering you're coming in with a Gugu. Unless you're referring to myself as a Gugu baby raid, in which case, oh, what evidence do you have to support this claim? We're playing Uma Musume. Oh my goodness, I do not know if I want to play that game. I probably don't. Whilst I respect it and I appreciate that lots of people are into it, man, I can't get another gacha game, man. I already play Nikke, I already play Brown Dust, and I know you're gonna think, you're gonna be like, Elijah, those games are Gooner again. Like, yes, well, you know what? I'm a human being. I'm a man. I'm but a man. I see hot anime women with nice boobs and butts, and I'm like, damn, that's nice. And then I play Nikke, and then it's really fucking depressing, and it's like, oh, well, this was rather sad. And then you play the story about how they're all about, like, trying to rescue this cat. And it's like, oh, this is really miserable. And then characters keep dying. And then you, like, learn about, like, all the characters' backstories. And it's like, oh, this is, like, really sad. I was playing, so, Brown Dust, I know, Brown Dust is so degenerate. But you know what? I love it. I love it. There's, like, listen, there's a girl in Brown Dust called Loen. She's, like, uwu shy girl, pathetic girl fail kind of thing with like big boobies. And you know what? I love it. I live for girl failures. Give me hot girl failures in anime. You ever watch No Game No Life? You know Stephanie from No Game No Life? Love that girl. She's just a hot redhead who's just like everyone like bullies, and I kind of like it. If you're like bullyable, I get it. FGO would never be Gooner. Clearly people play FGO for the story. Oh, of course. I hear a lot of like, man, every time I hear about FGO now, I'm constantly, man, this game would not survive if it was made today. Like, FGO, everything I hear about Fate Grand Order is all about, like, how, everything I hear about it just kind of talking about how outdated it is. Sure, you'd rather be bullied? I mean, well, I'm not really, like, a fetish kind of person, but, you know, I mean, I think, like, bullyable anime girls are cute as fuck. So you know what? Maybe I could. I'm not gonna go down. This is a dumb bit. But yes. Thank you, joking. I appreciate that. No, like I was playing Nikke the other day, and there's a character called Exia, and she's like hacker, right? But she's like complete neat degenerate gamer girl. Just like kind of doesn't do anything, just sits home, plays games, and like does all their hacking stuff. And I was playing this like side story with her, and it turns out she's got like most characters in the game, her backstory is pretty miserable. So like in Nikke, they're all like basically androids, right? They're like robots with human brains, and like she's like a genius. She's like a literal genius, but like it's one of those classic genius tropes where she's kind of so smart that no one really gets what she's talking about. Like no one understands her because of her genius. And she's kind of left alone, and she tried making friends through playing games, and she couldn't do it. She couldn't handle socializing like that. And in the end, so this side story, you're trying to like fix her favorite games console, her favorite handheld games console, and it's like the only thing she kept from when she was still human. She got like she got offered the opportunity to be turned into a Nikke, and she took it because I have nothing. My human life has been a fucking waste of time. It's been an absolute failure. So I'll just become a robot, sure, why not? And she becomes a Nikke, and it's really sad because it's like why did so you hated your life, and so she threw everything she owned away because she didn't need it anymore. But she kept this one games console. You're like, hey Exia, you said you're speaking in a contradiction here. You said you threw away everything, but you kept this one thing, and you said you hated being your human life. Why did you keep this? And she's like, the reason why I kept this one games console is because it was the only proof of my existence beforehand. It like my save files on this thing, on the games I played on it, were the only things I had which were proof that I was alive at all. They were the only proof of my existence. Like, oh, you poor thing. It's really sad. I won't lie, I'm basic, man. I'll give my life and the life for Modernia. I like Modernia. I don't love Modernia, but I think Modernia is cool. There's another character who's kind of like a bit of a joke character. Her name's Freema. She's like, her whole thing is that she loves sleep, right? She loves sleeping and like, what is it now? She loves sleeping and finding places to sleep, and that's her whole that's her whole thing. That's what she loves doing. She's always tired. She's always sleeping, and it's just her favorite hobby. And it turns out the reason why she loves to sleep so much is because she didn't used to be like this. She used to be far more proactive and active and stuff. But as time went on, all these people around her started dying because like because of her own like ineptitude. So she eventually just stopped trying to do as much as possible and would only do the bare minimum to get by, because that way she didn't need to worry about it so much if people died because of her faults. And it's like, oh, you're kind of fucked up now, aren't you? It's like, yeah, but don't worry about it. I'm in a happier place now by my current lifestyle. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess good on you, girl. You know, that's your like coping mechanism. But anyway, sorry, Cow. So how was your Uma Musume stream? Did you get anyone you wanted to get, or were you not rolling today? Was the gacha not gachaing? I won't. Blah, blah. Yeah. Was the gacha not gachaing enough? Oh yeah, we were doing some singing earlier. Do you want to do some singing again? I don't know. Oh, hang on, wait. We're talking about like vertical power creep and stuff in like manga and anime before, and how it's kind of weird, and how like Shaman King, Shaman King like kind of like has a weird one where Shaman King's power system is weird. Eventually, characters just start trying to die and then get brought back to life. I did rubbish on training though. I let you use the word rubbish, and then I remembered you're Australian, and then I'm like, that makes sense. We have a lot of the same terms. That makes a lot of sense. I love those like. You don't really see. Is BuzzFeed still a thing? I love those kind of BuzzFeed articles where it's like, here are 10 crazy Australian swear words you've never heard of. Number 10. And then it's like, wait, I thought you were Australian, Cow. Am I wrong? Was I wrong? Oh, hang on, wait. I thought you said you were Australian before. Oh, no. I just lived in Australia for 2 years. Oh! Well, I feel like a rather silly Billy now, don't I? Wait, Zella, you lived in, like, Wales for a while, didn't you? I now live in Scotland. Most excellent. It's a shit place to live here in the UK now, isn't it? It's not a great place to live here at the moment, but you know what? We'll maybe get by with the power of VPNs and, you know, public outcry, which won't do anything because the government suck. Yeah, it's been very bad for my mental health to think about it. So you know what? Let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about it at all. Yeah, it's for the best. What does it say though? Yeah, no, I swear, I'm like, yeah, Cow's Australian, and I didn't know. Still, I love those kind of BuzzFeed articles where it's like, here are 10 crazy Australian swear words you'd never heard of. Number 10, and it's like, you know, there's a lot of like similarities between British and Australian English, and it's like, oh, I know that word. Know that word. Know that word, don't use it. Don't know that word. Know that word, don't use it. Know that word, definitely don't use that one. But yeah, I know which one though. Do you though? But no, you were talking like vertical power creep in like anime before. Like, so it's like horizontal and vertical power creep in anime, right? Where you have like, what did I just explain before? Oh goodness. I just explained it all beforehand, and I forgot what I said now. Yeah, you have like you have, like vertical and horizontal power creep. Vertical power creep is like in something like Dragon Ball, where your power level just goes up and up and up and up and up until, and you know, there has to be a ceiling until people just break the ceiling anyway. And at that point, whilst it can be fun, it can also like how to put this, make a lot of the other power gains feel redundant comparatively. But it can be fun to see like a solid like physical growth. And the other one is like vertical. JJK and DBZ, yeah. Like horizontal power creep can be fun. Where I guess a lot of people say Hunter x Hunter kind of. I know Hunter x Hunter is like a vertical power creep as well. I don't really watch Hunter x Hunter, but it's all about using your skill sets in different and unique ways to try and like overcome a situation, which I think is the far more interesting one. I feel like it's become more popular as time's gone on. Largely thanks to things like Hunter x Hunter, like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which have had characters with very limited skill sets for the most part, basically pushing those limits to as far as they can go. Oh, hang on, wait, joking. I gotta ask, who are your favorite characters in Nikke, except for Modernia? I need to know. BRB, gotta make dinner because I skipped lunch. I think you mean make tea. Actually, I say make tea, but I know some parts of the UK still use dinner for that, but I also use dinner for lunch. So it's all, you know, English is a weird language. Yeah. Nah, haggis time. You know what? I've never had haggis, and people describe, oh man, it's like meat in like sheep's belly and all that. And no, I think it's like, when you think about it, like haggis doesn't sound too bad. It's like, you know, it's like minced meat, like seasoned and spiced minced meat and vegetables and stuff, generally in some kind of casing, right? It sounds like a sausage, basically. But like, right? Is that not the case? Am I incorrect on this? I also know a lot of the time you don't need to use like a sheepskin for it now, for like the casing for it. A lot of people use synthetic ones, the same way they do with like sausages and things like that. It's a big sausage, yeah, exactly, right. It's just like, it's casing stuffed with meat and herbs and spices and vegetables and such, and it's probably fine. You know, it's probably good even. You know, imagine like on a hearty day, a hearty cold day. Yeah, I made like a steak pie, a beef and ale pie for the first time the other day, and I really liked it. Intestines make the best casings. I heard that, yeah, that's also like the traditional way. I know obviously you can get like a lot of like, I guess this is more useful if you want to make like a vegetarian one maybe, or if you just don't want to use animal casings. You can use like, there are like alternatives to it now, which don't use animal casings, which is fine. But yeah, beef and ale is so good, that and kidney, oh absolutely, yeah. A lot of people get weirded out when you bring up the idea of like organs and stuff, but like organs have been used in like cooking for so many hundreds of thousands of years. Lots of countries use them. America doesn't tend to use them, also because America's quite young comparatively, and it's not necessarily needed to be in these situations where you need to use as much of the animal as you physically can do, because a lot of these kind of recipes using organs are like recipes which have been brought down through years of like times where, yeah, you don't let any of the animal go to waste, you kill it because you need to take advantage of it as much as you can. I just realized, cow, I'm talking eating beef, and you're a cow. Ooh, sorry about that. Is it like a difference between like a sentient cow like yourself and like, is like a humanoid, you're like a humanoid cow. Is that, am I like, I don't know, I was cast down to school for eating kidney and liver, that's gross. Why do they do that? People eat kidney and pie all the time. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I know people like discuss why their livers. My livers can be very good at like adding flavor to a lot of things. But yeah, what was I gonna say there? No, it's like it's been a thing for years. I had a friend from Bulgaria, and she was like, yes, we very much use them in organs and stuff in Bulgaria as well. And it just happens all over the show. I remember there's a channel I really love. I'm Cannibal, baby. Let's go! We love cannibals here. Do we? I don't know. I'm nauseous. Sorry, Ray. This has kind of become a bit of a sore topic now, hasn't it? But no, it's a perfectly normal thing. Again, it all comes largely from a time where people just wanted to make sure they didn't let any of it go to waste. No, there's a channel I really like called Tasting History. If anyone has any interest in food history, I'd highly recommend it. They talk about like a Viking, a Scandinavian Viking dish, right? Which was like roasted pig's heart or something like that, roasted boar heart. And it's like, whoa, that sounds like a lot. And he tried it, like, yeah, it's not great. It's very dense. And I'm like, huh. Yeah, I can imagine like a lot of people wouldn't prefer that today. If you're eating meat, there's other parts you'd rather have than a boar heart. But yeah. No, no, apologies for that. Wait, sorry, Ray, are you vegetarian by any chance? Or do you just, like, not like the idea of, like, organs? Or are you just saying this to be dramatic? I need to know. I need to know, because then I can decide whether or not to... whether I go to ban you, and I'm messing with you. You're cool, Ray, don't worry about it. Wait a second. Ray of light. Ray, hang on, wait, no. I don't know what I was thinking there. I don't know. Yeah. Wait, hang on a second. I forgot what I was meant to do on stream today. I was saying I was going to either read some more of the Odyssey, because Epic the Musical is pretty good, so I was going to read more of the Odyssey. Or maybe I was going to, just don't like organs. That's fair. What else is going to... Play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Yeah, because Mystery Dungeon's dope. Oh yeah, let's talk about, like, Nikke just quickly. Yeah, so, like, Nikke is just full of, like, characters with tragic backstories, and it's, like, kind of like, wow. It never gets any better for these. Actually, I guess it does get better for these guys. But yeah, so many characters have like tragic backstories in Nikke, and it's like, can we like up the level of tragedy? Sometimes characters are silly, like Drake. Drake is a funny character, and I'm kind of happy with that. Ray's another character who's just kind of a funny little gal. There's a bunch of comedic characters. There's a bunch of like hot characters. There's going to be a new bunny event in Nikke, and I'm really excited for it because they've shown Exy's bunny outfit, and it's really hot. But yeah, they're going to have new bunny stuff, and I'm looking forward to it. And I'm kind of thinking, should I save my gems? Should I get the new absolute units, the new characters in the game now? Should I get them, or should I wait for the bunny stuff? Because I'm a bunny fiend, and I like bunny girls, because bunny girls are mega based. Mega based. Tell you what, let's play some Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, shall we? Because I want to. Actually, I don't know. Do I want to play Mystery Dungeon? I don't know. Maybe we should just chapter a bit more. I don't know, folks. What do people want to do? Oh, goodness. See, this is what happens when you don't think things through. You get into these kind of predicaments where you're like, you're lost in life. You're lost in life. You're lost in love. Something about... I couldn't think of a song. Maybe we should sing a bit more. Do you mind if we sing a bit more? I don't know. Unless we just want to chat a bit more. Man, maybe we'll save the gems for the bunny Nikkes. Oh, the possibilities. Oh, the misery. My back is sweating. Hang on. There we go. Oh, goodness gracious me. Do apologize for that. Oh, good heavens. Do apologize for the hiccups there. Oh my. What a time. If you don't start Odyssey, you might never will. You know what, Ray? That's a good mentality. We're just gonna read this one book. Wait, Ray, have you read the Odyssey at all? Or have you seen Epic the Musical? If not, I would recommend it. They're pretty fun. I mean, the Odyssey is like several thousand years old. Like at least like 3,000 years-ish old. Maybe like 2,800, to be precise. Probably over that now. Well, maybe actually probably close to 3,000 now. We were on book 12 where Odysseus is trying to get home. And I kept messing up due to like technical issues and stuff like that and things getting in the way. So I figured I want to get rid of this book. I want to get it out of the way so then we can get on to like the actual good stuff. Right? We want to get on to the actual good stuff. I have not. I think you would like it, so... Let's just set things up a little bit here. Let's have a little quick... Okay, so we'll try and get through this quick. We're not going to like speed run it or anything like that. We do want to be able to just enjoy it a little bit. Yeah. Let's just read a little bit of the Odyssey for a little bit. This shouldn't take too long. But I just want to get through it, maybe have a little discussion about the book. But just for a bit of a catch-up on what's happened so far in the Odyssey. So, we've got the hero Odysseus, legendary Greek hero Odysseus, who was responsible for designing the wooden horse at Troy and got a bunch of people and helped them win the plan to release the Trojan horse, which got them to win the war at Troy. What the Greeks, or the Achaeans, they're known as here. And Odysseus has been trying to get home for a long time now. He's been constantly thwarted by the gods and by monsters and the like. And he's basically telling his story to the Phaeacian people, who've taken him in and like given him refuge. He's telling his story to them about who he is and how he's got them. And I was like, oh my god, you're Odysseus. You're the legendary hero Odysseus. It's like, yes, I am, but I've had a massive tragedy happen to me. And he's explaining this, and so far he's explained about how they've challenged the Cyclops Polyphemus, and they blinded the Cyclops, but the Cyclops cursed him to be able to never get home, or if he is destined to get home, to make sure that like none of his other crew members will survive, and that it will take him 10 years to get home. And he's also met the witch Circe, the witch Circe who turned his men into pigs, and he freed them from her curse eventually. And they have now they set off to the underworld to speak with the prophet Tiresias, who gave him information on which may help them. And now they're returning from the underworld in book 12 here. And yes, Tiresias gave them a lot of information. They're here now, returned, the only people to die twice, as it were. And essentially Odysseus has been away from home now for around about 20 years. This is his like 20th year in which he's with the Phaeacians his 20th year, and he's explaining his story to them. So this happened a while ago. This happened about the events here happened, I want to say, around about 7 years ago. Because 7 years ago, or was it 5 years ago? Between 7 and 5 years ago, he wound up on the island of Thracia, I believe it was called, which is governed by the nymph Calypso, who has kept him captive on his island and has only recently let him free under the orders from the gods. Hermes came down and said, he's been requested to be set free by the big man himself. And she's like, this is so unfair. Like, well, it's an order. He's destined to go home. You can't deny this. So yeah. Anyway, we're talking now from book 12, Scylla and Charybdis. And again, we'll try and get through this fairly quickly because I've read it a couple times now, but it just, recordings have failed and stuff, so we'll get through it. And I have the physical book right here as well. From the flowing waters of the river of ocean, my ship passed in the wide spaces of the open sea, and so reached the island of Aea, where ever-fresh dawn has her home, and her dancing lawns, and where the sun rises. Here we beached the ship on the sands, and climbed out onto shore, where we fell into a sound sleep awaiting the coming of ethereal dawn. As soon as she appeared, fresh and rosy-fingered, I sent off a party to Circe's house to fetch the dead body of Elpenor. We quickly chopped some logs, and then, with tears streaming down our cheeks, performed the funeral rites on the summit of the boldest headland of the coast. When the corpse was burnt, and with it the dead man's armour, we built him a barrow, hauled up a stone for monument, and planted his shapely oar on the top of the mound. When we had completed each of these rites, Circe became aware of our return from Hades, adorned herself, and came hurrying up with handmaidens laden with bread, a plentiful supply of meat, and sparkling red wine. "What audacity," said the glorious goddess as we gathered around to her, "to descend alive into the house of Hades. Other men die once. You will now die twice. Oh, but come, spend the rest of the day here, enjoying this food and wine, and at daybreak tomorrow you shall sail. I myself will give you your route and make everything clear, to save you from the disasters you may suffer as a result of evil scheming on land or sea." We were not so difficult to persuade. So the whole day long, till sunset, we sat and feasted on our rich supply of meat and mellow wine. When the sun sank and darkness fell, my men settled down for the night by the ships. But Circe took me by the hand, led me away from my good comrades, and made me sit down and tell her everything as she lay beside me. When I had given her the whole tale from the first to the last, the Lady Circe said, "Very well, all that is done with now. But listen to my words, and some god will recall them to your mind. Your next encounter will be with sirens, who bewitch everybody who approaches them. There is no homecoming for the man who draws near them unawares, and hears the sirens' voices. No welcome from his wife, no little children brightening at their father's return. For with their high, clear song, the sirens bewitch him, as they sit there in a meadow piled high with the mouldering skeletons of men, whose withered skin still hangs upon their bones. Drive your ship past this spot, and to prevent any of your crew from hearing, soften some beeswax and plug their ears with it. But if you wish to listen yourself, make them bind you on the mast, with the rope's ends lashed to the mast itself. This will allow you to listen, and with enjoyment to the sirens' voices. But if you beg and command your men to release you, they must add to the bonds that already hold you fast. When your crew have carried you past the sirens, 2 routes will be open to you. Though I cannot give you precise advice, you must choose for yourself. I will tell you about both. One leads to those sheer cliffs, which the blessed gods know as the Wandering Rocks. Here, blue-eyed Amphitrite sends her great breakers thundering in, and the very birds cannot fly by in safety, even the shy doves that bring ambrosia to Father Zeus. Even to them, the smooth rock always takes one, and the father has to send one more to make their numbers up. For any sailors who bring their ship to the spot, there is no escape whatsoever. They end as flotsam on the sea, timbers and corpses tossed in confusion by the waves or licked by the tempestuous and destroying flames. Of all ships that go down to the sea, one only has made the passage, and that was the celebrated Argo, homeward bound from Aeetes' coast, and the waves would have soon dashed her upon those mighty crags, if Hera, for love of Jason, had not helped her past. In the other direction, like 2 rocks, one of which rears its sharp peak up into the very sky and is capped by black clouds that never stream away nor leave clear weather round the top, even in summer or at harvest time. No man on earth would climb to the top of it, or could climb to the top of it, or even get a foothold on it, not even if he had 20 hands and feet to help him, because the rock there is as smooth as if it had been polished. But halfway up the crag, there is a murky cavern. Facing the west and running down to Erebus, past which, illustrious Odysseus, you will probably steer your ship. Even a strong young bowman could not reach the gaping mouth of the cave with an arrow shot from a ship below. It is the home of Scylla, the creature with the dreadful bark. It is true that her yelp is no louder than a newborn pup's, but she is a repulsive monster nevertheless. Nobody could look at her with delight, not even a god if he passed that way. She has 12 feet, all dangling in the air, and 6 long, scrawny necks, each ending in a grisly head with triple rows of fangs, set thick and close, and a darkly menacing death. Up to her waist she is sunk in the depths of the cave, but her heads protrude from the fearful abyss, and thus she fishes from her own abode, groping greedily around the rock for any dolphins or seals, or any of the large monsters which Amphitrite breeds in the roaring seas. No crew can boast that they ever sailed their ship past Scylla unscathed, for from every blue-prowed vessel she snatches and carries off a man with each of her heads. The other of the 2 rocks, Odysseus, is lower, as you will see, and the distance between them is no more than a bowshot. A great fig tree with luxuriant foliage hangs upon the crag, and it is below this that dread Charybdis sucks the waters down. 3 times a day Charybdis spews them up, and 3 times she swallows them down once more in her horrible way. Heaven keep you from the spot when she does this, because not even the Earth Shaker could save you from destruction then. No. You must hug Scylla's rock, and with all speed drive your ship through, since it is far better to lose 6 of your company than your whole crew. Yes, goddess, I replied. But tell me this. I must be quite clear about it. Could I not somehow steer clear of the deadly Charybdis, yet ward off Scylla when she attacks my crew? Obstinate fool, the beautiful goddess replied. Again you're spoiling for a fight and looking for trouble. Are you not prepared to give in to the immortal gods? I tell you, Scylla was not born for death. She is an undying fiend. She is a thing of terror, intractable, ferocious, and impossible to fight. No. Against her, there is no defiance. And the best course of action is flight. For if you waste time by the rock in putting on your armour, I'm afraid she may dart out once more, make a grab with all 6 heads, and snatch another 6 of your crew. So drive your ship past with all your might, and call on Cratias, Scylla's mother, who whelped her into the world to be the bane of mankind. She will prevent you from pouncing out again. Next you will reach the island of Thrinace, where many of the sun god's cattle and plump sheep graze. There are 7 herds of cattle, and as many flocks of beautiful sheep, with 50 head in each. No births increase, or deaths decrease their numbers. And to shepherd them they have goddesses with braided hair, the nymphs Phaethusa and Lampeti, children of Hyperion the sun god, by the resplendent Neaera, whom their mother, when she had brought them up, took away to this new and distant home in Thrinace to watch over their father's sheep and crooked-horned cattle. Now, if you leave them untouched and fix your mind on getting home, there is some chance that all of you may yet reach Ithaca, though not without suffering. But if you hurt them, and I predict the destruction of your ship and your company. And if you yourself contrive to escape, you will reach home late, in a wretched state, having lost all your comrades. As Circe came to an end, Dawn mounted her golden throne. The glorious goddess left me and made her way inland, while I went to my ship and ordered my men to embark and untie the hawsers. They did so promptly, went to the oars, sat down in their places, and altogether struck the grey surf with their blades. Then Circe, that formidable goddess with the beautiful hair and a woman's voice, sent us a friendly escort of a favourable wind, which sprang up from astern and filled the sail of our blue-painted ship. We set the tackle in order fore and aft, then set down, and the wind in the helmsman kept her on her course. Then, perturbed in spirit, I addressed my men. My friends, I said, it is not right that only 1 or 2 of us should know the prophecies that divine Circe has made to me, and I am going to pass them on to you, so that we may all be forewarned whether we die or escape the worst and save our lives. Oh, dear me, sorry about that. Her first warning concerned the sirens with the divine song. We must beware of them, and give their flowery meadow a wide berth. But she instructed me alone to hear their voices. You must bind me very tight, standing me up against the step of the mast, and lashed to the mast itself, so that I cannot stir from the spot. And if I beg and command you to release me, you must tighten and add to my bonds. In this way I explained every detail to my men. In the meantime, our good ship, with that friendly breeze to drive her, fast approached the Sirens' Isle. But now the wind dropped, some power lulled the waves, and a breathless calm set in. Rising from their seats, my men drew in the sail and threw it into the hold, then sat down at the oars and churned the water white with their blades of polished pine. Meanwhile, I took a large round of wax, cut it up small with my sharp sword, and worked the pieces with all the strength of my fingers. The wax soon grew warm, and with vigorous kneading, and with the rays of the sun god, Hyperion sun, I took all my men in turn and plugged their ears with it. They soon bound me hand and foot, standing me up by the step of the ship's mast, and then lashing me to the mast itself. This done, they sat down once more, and struck the grey water with their oars. We made good progress, and had just soon come within call of the shore, when the sirens became aware that a ship was bearing down upon them, and broke into their high, clear song. Draw near, illustrious Odysseus, man of many tales, great glory of the Achaeans, and bring your ship to rest, so that you may hear our voices. No seaman ever sailed his black ship past this spot, without listening to the honey-sweet tones that flow from our lips, and no one who has listened has not been delighted, and gone on his way a wiser man. For we know all that the Argives and Trojans suffered on the broad plain of Troy by the will of the gods, and we know whatever happens on this fruitful earth. This was the sweet song the sirens sang, and my heart was filled with such a longing to listen that I ordered my men to set me free, gesturing with my eyebrows. But they swung forward, over their oars, and rowed ahead, while Perimedes and Eurylochus jumped up, tightened my ropes, and added more. However, when they had rowed past the sirens, and we could no longer hear the sound and the words of their song, my good companions were quick to clear their ears of the wax I had used to stop them, and to free me from the ropes that bound me. We had sooner put this island behind us than I saw a cloud of spume ahead, and a raging surf, and heard the thunder of the breakers. My men were so terrified that the oars all dropped from their grasp and fell with a splash onto the sea, and the ship itself, now that the hands that had pulled the smooth blades were idle, was brought to a standstill. I went up and down the ship, stood by each man, and encouraged them with soothing words. "My friends," I said, "we are men who have met trouble before. And this trouble is no worse than when the Cyclops uses brutal strength to imprison us in his cave. Yet my courage, strategy, and intelligence found a way out for us even from there, and I am sure that this too will be a memory for us one day. So now, let us all agree and do exactly as I say. Oarsmen, stay at your oars, striking hard with your blades to the deep swell, in the hope that Zeus allows us to escape disasters and come out of this alive. Helmsman, your orders are these. Fix them in your mind, for the good ship's steering oar is in your control. Give a wide berth that foaming surf, and hug these cliffs, or before you can stop her, the ship may take us over there, and we'll be wrecked." The crew obeyed me immediately. I did not mention the inescapable horror of Scylla, fearing that in their panic, my men might stop rowing and huddle below decks. But now I allowed myself to forget Circe's irksome instruction not to arm myself in any way. I put my famous armour on, seized a couple of long spears, and took my stand on the forecastle deck, hoping from there to get the first view of Scylla, the monster of the rocks, who was preparing disaster for my crew. But I could not catch a glimpse of her anywhere, though I searched the sombre face of the cliff in every part till my eyes were tired. Thus we sailed up the straits, wailing in terror. For on one side we had Scylla, and on the other side the awesome Charybdis sucked down the salt water in her dreadful way. When she vomited it up, she was stirred to her depths and seethed over like a cauldron on a blazing fire, and the spray she flung up rained down on the tops of the crags at either side. but when she swallowed the salt water down, the whole interior of her vortex was exposed. The rocks re-echoed to her fearful roar, and the dark blue sands of the seabed were exposed. My men turned pale with terror, and now, while all eyes were on Charybdis as the quarter from which we looked for disaster, Scylla snatched out of my ship the 6 strongest and ablest men. Glancing towards my ship, looking for my comrades, I saw their arms and legs dangling high in the air above my head. "Odysseus!" they called out to me in their anguish. But it was the last time they used my name. For like an angler on a jutting point, who casts his bait in the lure to the little fishes below, dangles his long rod with his line, protected by an ox-horn pipe, gets a bite, and whips his struggling hand back to catch to land, Scylla had whisked my comrades struggling up to the rocks. There she devoured them at her own door, shrieking and stretching out their hands to me in their last desperate throes. In all I have gone through as I explored the pathways of the seas, I have never had to witness a more pitiable sight than that. When we had left the rocks, Scylla and dread Charybdis behind, we soon reached the sun god's lovely isle, where Hyperion kept his splendid, broad-browed cattle in his flocks of sturdy sheep, From where I was on board out to sea, I could hear the lowing of cows as they were stalled for the night, and the bleating of sheep, and there came into my mind the words of Tiresias, the blind Theban prophet, and of Circe of Aeaea, who had each been so insistent in warning me to avoid this island of the sun, the comforter of mankind. So with an aching heart I addressed my men. "Comrades in suffering," I said, "listen to me while I tell you what Tiresias and Circe of Aeaea predicted. They warned me insistently to keep clear of the island of the sun, the comforter of mankind, for there, they said, our deadliest peril lurks. So drive the ship past the island." My men were heartbroken when they heard this. And Eurylochus spoke up at once in a hostile manner. "Odysseus, you are one of those hard men whose spirit never flags and whose body never tires. You must be made of iron through and through to forbid your men, worn out by our efforts and lack of sleep, to set foot on dry land, with the chance of cooking ourselves a tasty supper on this sea-girt isle. Instead, you expect us, just as we are, with night coming on fast, to abandon this island and go wandering off over the foggy sea. It is at night that high winds spring up and wreck ships. What port could we reach to save ourselves from going down if we were hit by a sudden squall from the south or the west? There's nothing like the south wind or the wicked west for smashing a ship to pieces. And they don't ask or leave our lords the gods. No, let us give it into the evening dusk, and look for supper by the side of the ship. In the morning we can go on board and put out into the open sea." The speech of Eurylochus was greeted by applause from all the rest, and has brought home to me that some god really had a calamity in store for us. I answered him with words on wings. "Eurylochus, I am one against many, and you force my hand. Very well. But I call on every man to give his solemn promise that if we come across a herd of cattle or other large flock of sheep, he will not kill a single ox or sheep in a wanton fit of recklessness. Just sit peacefully and eat the food that the goddess Circe has provided." The crew agreed and gave the promise I had asked for. Accordingly, when all had sworn and completed the oath, we brought the good ship to an anchor in a sheltered cove, with fresh water at hand and the men disembarked and proceeded efficiently to prepare the supper. When they had satisfied their hunger and thirst, their thoughts returned to their dear comrades, whom Scylla had snatched from the hollow ship and devoured, and they wept till soothing sleep overtook them. In the third watch of the night, when the stars had passed their zenith, Zeus the Cloud-gatherer whipped up a gale of incredible violence. He covered land and sea with clouds, and down sped night from heaven. As soon as dawn came, fresh and rosy-fingered, we had beached our ship, and dragged her up into a hollow cave, which the nymphs had used as a dancing ground and a meeting place. I ordered all my men to gather round, and gave them a warning. "My friends," I said, "since we have plenty of food and drink on board, let us keep our hands off these cattle, or we shall come to grief. For the cows and the fine sheep you have seen belong to the formidable god, the sun, whose eyes and ears miss nothing." My strong-willed company accepted this, and now for a whole month the south wind blew without a pause, and after that we had nothing but the south and west winds. The men, so long as their bread and red wine lasted, kept their hands off the cattle, and as they valued their lives. But when the provisions in the ship gave out, and the pangs of hunger sent them wandering with barbed hooks in quest of any game, fish or birds which might come to hand, I went inland to pray to the gods in the hope that one of them might show me a way to escape. When I had gone far enough across the island to be clear of the rest, I found a place that was sheltered from the wind, washed my hands, and made my supplications to the whole company of gods on Olympus. They then cast me into a pleasant sleep. In the meantime, Eurylochus was breaching a wicked scheme to his mates. "My comrades in suffering," he said, "listen to what I have to say. To us, wretched men, all forms of death are abominable, but death by starvation is the most miserable way to meet one's doom. So come, let us round up the best of the sun's cows and sacrifice them in honor of the immortals who live in the broad sky. If we ever reach our homeland in Ithaca, our first act will be to build Hyperion the sun god a magnificent temple and fill it with precious offerings. But if in anger at the loss of his straight-horned herds he chooses to wreck our ship with the support of other gods, I would sooner drown instantly in a watery grave than waste away by slow degrees on a desert island." His idea found favour with the rest, and they proceeded at once to round up a pick of the sun god's cattle. They had not far to go, for the fine cows with their broad foreheads and twisted horns used to graze in the neighbourhood of our blue-prowed ship. The men gathered round the cattle and made their prayers to the gods, using the ceremony some fresh leaves they stripped from a tall oak tree, since they had no white barley on the ship. Their prayers done, they slit the cows' throats and flayed them, then cut out slices from the thighs, wrapped them in folds of fat, and laid raw meat above them. And since they hold no wine to pour over the burning sacrifice, they made libations with water as they roasted all the entrails. When the thighs were burnt up, and they had tasted their inner parts, they carved the rest into small pieces and splitted them on skewers. Then it was that I suddenly awoke from my deep sleep, and started on my way back to the vessel on the coast. Directly I came near my curved ship, the sweet smell of roasting meat was wafted all about me. I exclaimed in horror, and called out to the immortal gods, "Father Zeus, and you and other blessed gods who live forever, so it was to ruin me that you lulled me into that cruel sleep. While left to themselves, my men planned this awful crime." A swift messenger, Lampetie herself, Lampetie of the trailing robes, ran to the sun god Hyperion with news that we had killed his cattle, and in a fury cried out to the immortals, "Father Zeus, and you other blessed gods who live forever, take vengeance on the followers of Odysseus, son of Laertes." They have criminally killed my cattle, the cattle that gave me such joy every day as I climbed the starry sky, as I dropped down from heaven and sank once more to earth. If they do not repay me in full for my slaughtered cows, I will go down to the realm of Hades and shine among the dead. Son, the cloud-gatherer answered him. Shine on as for the... Son, the cloud-gatherer answered him. Shine on for the immortals and the mortal men of the fruitful earth. As to the culprits, I will soon strike their ship with a blinding bolt out on the wine-dark sea and smash it to pieces. This is part of the tale I had from Calypso, the beautiful hare, who told me that she herself had heard it from Hermes, the messenger. When I had come down to the sea and reached the ships, I confronted my men one after another and rebuked them. But we could find no way of mending matters. The cows were dead, and the gods soon began to show my crew ominous portents. The hides began to crawl about, the meat, roast and raw, bellowed on the spits, and as soon as of a lowing cattle could be heard. For 6 days my men feasted on the pick of the sun god's cattle they had round up, but when Zeus brought the 7th day, the fury of the gale abated, and we quickly embarked and put out into the open sea after stepping the mast and hauling up the white sail. When we had left the island astern, and no other land or anything but blue sky and water would be seen, Zeus brought a sombre cloud to rest above the hollow ship, so that the sea was darkened by its shadow. Before she had run very far, a howling wind suddenly sprang up from the west and hit us with a hurricane force. The squall snapped both forestays simultaneously. As the mast toppled, all the rigging tumbled into the hold, and the mast itself, reaching the stern, struck the helmsman on the head and smashed in all the bones of his skull. He plunged like a diver from the deck, and his brave soul left his body. Then, at one and the same moment, Zeus thundered and struck the vessel with lightning. The whole ship reeled from the blow of his bolt and was filled with a smell of sulphur. My men were flung overboard, and round the black hole they floated like seagulls in the waves. There was no homecoming for them. The god saw to that. Meanwhile, I kept shifting from one part of the ship to another, till a great wave tore her sides from her keel, which the sea then swept along, denuded of its ribs. It snapped the mast off close to the keel, but as the backstay, which was a leather rope, had fallen across the mast, I used it to lash the mast and keel together, and astride these two timbers, I became the sport of the furious winds. The storm had blown up from the west, subsided soon enough, but was quickly followed by more wind from the south, to my great distress, for this meant that I should have once more to retrace my course to the dread Charybdis. All through the night I was swept along, and at sunrise found myself back at Scylla's rock, and at the appalling whirlpool. Charybdis was beginning to suck the salt water down, but as she did so, I swung myself up to the great fig tree, on which I got a tight grip and clung like a bat. I could find no foothold to support me, or any means of climbing into the tree, for its roots were far away from below, and the great long branches that overshadowed Charybdis stretched high above my head. However, I clung grimly on, until she spewed up my mast and keel once more. I longed for them to reappear, and in the end they did. At the time of day when a judge with a long list of disputes to settle between obstinate litigations rises from the court for his evening meal. Then, at last, the timbers reappeared on the surface. I let go and dropped with sprawling hands and feet to splash into the water, clear of the great logs. I clambered onto them, paddled along with my hands, and thanks to the Father of men and gods, Scylla did not catch sight of me. Otherwise, nothing could have saved me from certain death. 9 days of drifting followed. Where the night of the 10th, the gods washed me up on the isle of Ogygia, the home of Calypso of the braided tresses, that formidable goddess with a woman's voice, and she received me kindly and looked after me. But why go through all this again? Only yesterday I told you and your noble wife the whole story there, in your home, and it is tedious for me to repeat a tale already plainly told. Okay, so that's the end of the book there. Flubs there, here and there, but that's to be expected of a live reading. Finally got through it. Hopefully now we can move on with the story to other parts and the finale of the book, which does super long left, a bit left, a couple books left. How many books actually are there left now? Yeah, I got like 12 more books left now, so that should be fine. Just a few quick notes over this, because I do want to like talk over the book. So, it's an interesting point here where, number one, they go to bury Elpenor, one of the crewmates they met in the underworld, who they found by accident had died after falling off the roof of Cersei's palace. He'd gotten drunk the night before, and he saw that the crew were leaving, and he rushed after them, but didn't realize where he was, and fell off it and died. Fell off the roof and died. And so they decided to hold funeral rites for him there. It is interesting though. So they actually cremate his body here. They cremate him and then make a funeral mound for him. Cremation would actually not have been very popular at the time when this book was set. So it's estimated this was written maybe around about 800 BC, when Homer was writing this. Cremation was very much but the story itself is set in like Mycenaean Greece, which is like very, very old, like 1,000 plus years BC, and burial was common in Mycenaean Greece, but not so much cremation. So there's a bit of a mixture of things going on here then, where it's like a mixture of modern and for the time, modern and historical rituals there. There's a long bit here where the witch goddess Cersei talks about how about all the things which he's going to do and what will happen to him. There's a bit of a weird thing amongst critics here, where they argue that Cersei seems to reveal more of what will happen to Odysseus than what the prophet Tiresias does. The whole point that he went to the underworld was to see Tiresias, but he seems to reveal surprisingly little compared to what Cersei says. So it's an interesting point of why that was done, which scholars seemingly don't know why, and it's a rather interesting point. I don't think it really matters in the grand scheme of things, but it is an interesting point that she seems to know all these things and seems to be able to offer more information than what Tiresias did. It's very odd. But I digress. Yeah, so there's not much to talk about here. Obviously there's a lot of monsters here. The sirens don't do much. This book's very confusing. He's told to listen to the sirens, but he doesn't get any knowledge from them. They just say, we know everything, and he doesn't gain any knowledge from them. If anything, I kind of like what Epic the Musical did with that, in that like he got the answers to what he needs to do from the sirens, because they apparently know everything, so he listened to them, and was able to figure out, oh, we need to do this now, we need to go through the lair of Scylla. Scylla is a gross, disgusting monster creature. Nothing much to say about that. Charybdis is like a weird whirlpool monster. Not really a physical representation for Charybdis, though. I've seen a lot of art that describe Charybdis as like a weird giant sea worm creature. Charybdis. If you look at Charybdis images now. Okay, I spelled that wrong completely. Charybdis. Yeah, a lot has like a weird sea worm creature. Which makes sense. It's like a giant, like, it's sucking in these giant whirlpools into a gaping maw. So that makes sense why people would describe it like that. But yeah, it's very, like, there's no physical image of Charybdis, to my knowledge. Unless there is maybe in, like, other stories. Not a lot of, like, classical art for it as well. It's okay, though. But yeah, it's interesting. And a lot of stuff here about like bad piety, right? The characters here, the crew, Odysseus' crew led by Eurylochus, they offer these terrible offerings where they don't offer proper wine libations. They pour water instead, and they don't offer white barley. Instead, they offer some fresh leaves from fresh oak leaves instead. This would be very insulting, realistically, to do. Very insulting to a god to have these kind of things done. To have this have libations like this just not given the right respect they deserve. And so yeah, it's an example of what not to do. There's a fun little pun here where it's like Zeus says, "Sun, shine on for the immortals." Like, no, it's like he's acting as like a father figure there, but he's also referring to him as the sun, S-U-N, because Hyperion is the sun. He's like, "Oh, listen, son," and so yeah, a bit of a pun there, acting as a father figure and the actual celestial body itself. It's rather interesting that Hyperion's like a bit of a spoilt brat here as well. Like, if they do not repay me in full for my slaughtered cows, I will go down to the realm of Hades and shine amongst the dead. He's very over dramatic. He's very dramatic. I guess he's a god, so he can afford to be that way though. But yeah, there's not much else to say about this book. I don't know why I've been struggling. I have tech issues abound and such. But yeah, we've got through it now. But yeah, that's really all I need to say about this book. So. Yeet. Most excellent. Excellent. Yeah. Now I don't know what to do for stream. I don't know if I want to keep on going. How long are we going for now? 2.5 hours? Do we want to carry on streaming? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? You know what? Let's go on. Let's carry on streaming. I do want to get a little quick bite to eat first, though. I think I'm gonna play some Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. We could just like have a chat about anime or stuff like that. How does that sound, folks? I think that sounds rather pleasant. Let's go do that. I'll just BRB for just a moment, and then we'll go and yeah, play some games. Just a moment, then, folks. Hello, hello, can you hear me? It should be fine. Bum, bum. I have some cake. It was the birthday of a family member of mine just recently, so there's some cake available. I decided to take some. It's like a white chocolate cake with strawberry. Strawberry jam. It's quite nice. It's got me thinking about my own birthdays. I don't tend to do a lot for birthdays, generally. It's not something that I take a lot of interest in, to be honest. But, nevertheless, I feel like it'd be nice to do something one day, right? Something really big, right? Like, I remember on my 21st birthday of this cycle, like, the mask has made me hundreds of years old, so I've been 21 a couple times now. I remember my 21st birthday, though, of this cycle of life. I have a brother, and we went there, and we were like, hey, we don't want to have a big thing, right? And we just wanted to go with some close family to a little. They invited us to this like big fancy steakhouse. And like, oh, this sounds nice. We've never been to a big fancy steakhouse before, so they brought us there, and this was on my dad's side. My parents aren't together, so my dad has a very large family. He invited everyone on his side of the family, and it's like, well, it's how to put this. It wasn't, not to be, it's going to sound ungrateful, but whilst it was nice that he invited everyone around, they all came around to enjoy this thing, it wasn't for us, right? It was very much for him, to make him feel like he'd done something good for a 21st birthday, right? And like, again, this is going to sound rather ungrateful, but it was very kind of him to do so, but like, it wasn't what we wanted. And like, then it was sucked as well because a lot of my brother's friends came along, but I didn't have any friends to come with me. So I was kind of sitting by myself a lot. I was kind of just sitting, trying to get like casual chats with these family members who I like them, but I'm not super close with them. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like, man, I don't think I've ever had, as an adult, had a birthday I enjoyed. Or at least a birthday which, I actively wanted to take part in. I think if I realised it, I just want like a couple of close friends to hang out and just like pay attention to me. Maybe I'll do like a long stream for my birthday. Maybe that'd be a funny thing to do. Like, I'd see if I could do like a 12-hour stream for birthday or something like that. My birthday's in December, so it'd be fun to do. I don't know. That'd be a fun thing to do. I don't know. But yeah. I'm not much of a birthday kind of guy, though. It's got me thinking maybe nice to do something one time in the future. Who knows? Who knows? I think you need the people around you to warrant that, though. I do not have many. Oh, hang on, sorry. This door's closed. Door's open even. Sorry about that. Like, I do not have that many people close to me where I live. I don't have many close friends at all. And I don't have many close friends at all as it is, and none of them live near where I am. So I'm a bit fucked on that front. Yeah. You know, you see all these people who like move in with friends who they made like university and stuff. Like, I didn't make many friends in university. The ones I did make either turned out to be terrible people, or they all left to do their own thing, and just kind of like abandoned me behind. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess that sucks. Yeah, I think I find my general university, not just because of that, but because of other things, my general university experience was an abject failure. I wonder if anyone else feels that way. Anyone else feel like their university experience just kind of sucked ass? Hmm. But, it's okay. We worked through it. But, yeah. Maybe one day I'll be able to, like, have, like, a nice birthday shindig thing with people whose company I enjoy. That time is not today, though. Indeed, it is not. Instead, we must... Oh. Oh my, what happened here? Bum ba da bum ba bum 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 ba bum. Oh no. Why am I frozen in place? Goodness heavens me. One day we'll figure it out. Maybe if life isn't turned as planned, maybe it's time that you lend a hand. If not, wait, what did the lyrics go like again? Maybe if life wasn't spent as planned, maybe it's time that you lend a hand. I don't think he'll mind. If not his friend, then mine. Maybe to fall is to learn one way. Maybe it's all gonna turn out great. I know we'll be fine. I know it's light you'll find. You're a good kid. Thanks. That's a fun song. Cute song. I teared up a bit when I heard that song. Was this really nice line here where it's like, maybe if I help another soul, maybe if I if I helped you reach your goal, life could be that bright, I could sleep at night. It's like Athena talking about how she's fucked up her relationship with Odysseus. It's like, I had a friend before once, he was a lot like you. I helped him fight through war, but he had his demons too. And then we grew apart, and then his life went dark. And so I thought maybe if I'd made a different call, maybe if I hadn't missed it all, maybe he'd be fine. Maybe we'd unwind. Maybe if I help another soul, maybe if I helped you reach your goal, life could be that bright. I could sleep at night. I was thinking about it a lot. I can imagine a lot of people maybe relate to that song if they feel like they failed someone in life. I can very much see that being the case. It's like a very easy song to see that being the case, right? You know? Anyway. Do you want to play a bit of Mystery Dungeon? Let's play a bit of... I guess we could sing. Singing our Mystery Dungeon. You know what? Let's play some Mystery Dungeon. Why not? Because I want to play some more of it. We can go for a little bit longer still. What time are we on? 2:50? Ah, we can do another hour or so. I still got time. And then after stream, I'll make some food and play some Nikke. Because to get the dailies and stuff. Okay. Let's go. Yep. Overground, the Wombles of Wimbledon. Wombles are Wombles. Wombles and Wombles and Wombles and Wombles. Wombles and Wombles and Wombles and Wombles. Hang on. Where is it gone now? Oh dear. Why's that happened? Goodness heavens. Da 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 da. Awesome. Let's change the stream title. Okay. There we go. Has anyone ever played this game before? It's a lovely little experience so far. I only played a bit of it when I was very young, but now that I'm actually getting into the meat and potatoes of it, it's really cool. It's such an awesome game. It's a very pretty game as well. It's a very pretty game to look at. I'm sure I've had more boss fights. Oh yeah, I was in Brine Cave. I was in the middle of a dungeon. I have Chatot with me, and Chatot is like surprisingly high level despite the fact that he sucks. I knew he has like Fury Attack, I remember. So for those who don't know what's happened so far, so we've come back in from the future, and we found that we need to find these time gears. And we need to find this place called the Hidden Land and bring the time gears there. These magical time gears. We need to bring them to the Hidden Land to like stop the world from falling into a state of decay and paralysis. Why does this keep happening? Oh no. Why can't... Did it use Shell Smash or something? Excellent. Okay, so yeah, we're trying to Oh, it's lowered my speed, I see. So yeah, we're trying to find this place called the Hidden Land, and we've gone to this dungeon here. Mortias, no problem. What happened to the flower Pokemon? Hang on, Mortias. Let me get that clown nose up for you, my friend. How you doing? How you doing well? Oh, the Sunflora, you mean? Oh, she's alive, I think. Are you happy now? I am now your resident clown. Sunflora died on her way back to her home planet. Did you understand that reference? That was a Simpsons joke. This is going to be dead end, isn't it? It is a dead end. God damn it. How are you doing, Mortias? I hope you're doing well, friend. I think she actually split into a group with like Bidoof or something like that. That sounds about right. Come on, chat. I'll put in the work. Chat, you failed me yet again, you dumb bird. Oh yeah, I remember we were talking about the effects of the move Chatter in the last time, weren't we? And how it's kind of like a weird move. Chatter, get him! Yippee! Yeah, Chatter was like a very odd move in the old games. What orb is this? Faux Seal Orb. I got Vacuum Cut? What does this do? Info. Use the vacuum cut. Oh wait, yeah, I remember this. Yeah, damage all noise in the room. It's kind of like vacuum wave, but for everything on the board. Fair enough. I mean, isn't that like an exclusive move to this game as well? Yeah. No, Sunflora is doing fine though, Mortias. Oh god, it's protecting itself. When will the protect status end? Maybe my best interest just to attack it with a grass move. Be gone! So much damage. That's a lot of damage. Wow! Wahoo! Stairs? Oh. Oh, a gummy though. I'll take that. heck? That did a lot of damage, actually. I'm surprised. Could it be that Chatot can put in work? Who would have thought? Does this Chatot have chatter? You can't check their moves of these kind of teammates, can you? I know his Peck and Fury attack. Matthias, do you know what other moves Chatot has? The guest Chatot you get from the guild? I'm curious if he does actually have chatter, and if so, how does chatter work in this game? I can't imagine you can record stuff for it like in the old games. I was saying it earlier, I found recently though, so there's a video come out yesterday covering a lot of like those big Terra leaks which happened. I don't know, I've never played Pokemon before, digital game or otherwise. No. Okay. I saw like a video, it was covering a lot of the big Terra leaks which happened like last year or the year beforehand, about like some of the stuff to do with Pokemon Z, the failed version which never happened. And it's interesting, it seems to have only been developed like a month or two before the idea was scrapped, so don't know what happened internally regarding that, but there were certainly ideas for it which seem to have been reused in some capacity for Pokemon Sun and Moon. Give me that money. Well, yeah, I don't know if that's Martius. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well, my friend. If I did ask that, I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record. But also, you know, we're all broken here. I'm broken, you're broken. How do you know I'm broken? Well, because you're here. Oh no. Hang on a sec, I just realised why this clown nose on for far too long now. Listen, I may be a clown, but only for a set period of time. Oh, what the frick is that? There we go. Lovely. Oh no, why'd I do that? Oh no, 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 stick to the status quo. I don't like High School Musical, but I always remember that one saying. I'm doing decent, thank you. Wonderful to hear, Matthias. Wonderful to hear. You know, I've been having a tough time lately. One of my other regulars, Thorn, came in earlier on saying he's having times. You know what? We're trying to beat the bad juju. You know, we're trying to have some fun times here. Oh, baby, now I'm having a fun time. I must say so myself. I'm glad that you're doing well, though, Matthias. It's a very nice name to say, by the way, Matthias. Blast Seed. Oh, hang on. No. Oh, never mind. Just thinking of something. Never mind. It matters not. I thought I made an error in my bags and such there, but you know what? It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay. We've made it fine. Oh my god, is that a dugong? Okay, Chatot can actually put in some work. Nice to see. Money, 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 money. Bum, 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 bum. Do, do, do. Okay, we're going to go here. Ooh. I mean, what? So, like, there's a VTubing group I like called Face Connect, and like, they've had Mirror Move. Oh no. The two of the Japanese movies are having this like horror weekend thing going on lately, where it's like I think it's like 3 days of like inviting other VTubers and other streamers in to like tell horror stories. And it's really nice. It's all in Japanese. I've been trying to listen to it just to try and like get a bit of practice in listening. Though it's really nice because they've also allowed like English members to come in, and they're like a lot of the English members who come in have been speaking Japanese and narrating horror stories, and it's really been nice. It's really quite fun, really quite charming. It's a cool experience, cool like little experiment. Like, I think it speaks to their skills at socializing, where they're able to invite like, oh, that was the wrong move, dozens and dozens and dozens of people in to take part in this event. It's really cool. It's pretty aspirational in terms of like social skills, I think. Please hit once, tackle, please, please. I don't see the move Brine anymore in Pokemon. I imagine Brine got removed from the game. So, back when in Pokemon Sword and Shield when they removed quite a few moves from the game, a lot of which were either like they wanted to remove the game for balancing reasons, or they just weren't commonly used. They got rid of them, moves like Barrier and stuff like that. I imagine it got caught up in that kind of thing. I'll take the money, thank you very much. Ooh. We've gone pretty far down. Hey, Chatot, are we nearing the place where you saw the pattern? We're nearly there. We don't have far to go. However, as I've told you before, I am still reading Odyssey, Matthias. Odyssey. I'm very sorry. I was reading the Odyssey just before you came in, actually. I'm very sorry, Matthias. I was reading it just before you came in. I am playing. Was getting through book 12, which is a book I've been trying to get through, and for a couple of weeks now, and it's like due to like things coming up midstream and like things coming up outside of stream, I've not been able to get through it. No, yeah, don't worry. I will be carrying on with it. I'll probably be carrying on with it on either Friday or Saturday. I think. No, I won't be available. Am I available on Friday? I can't remember. Okay, it will be either Friday or Saturday, Matthias. So, if you are following, you'll get a notification when I'm live. And on Friday or Saturday, I shall be doing a reading of the Odyssey in the evening. And then after we've done the Odyssey, we'll get into the Iliad. I know, a bit of backwards order, but it's okay. It's just because I'm more familiar with the Odyssey. I'm reading through the Iliad at the moment, though, as well, just to get more accustomed with it, and just to find some stuff to talk about along with the normal readings of it. And then after that, I got the Aeneid. Have you ever read the Aeneid, Matthias? Aeneid is like the Roman sequel, I guess. As I told you before, every step also takes us closer to this vicious Pokemon. Yes, and we'll have to stay careful and keep our eyes open. Anyway, we don't have far to go now. Let's keep it up, LJ. Ow! Whoops, excuse me. Hey! Long time, weaklings. Oh, you're that nice team, eh? And this is it, the relic fragment. That's... Sure, I'll take this. Hey! This is the second time you're getting mugged for this. You don't learn very well, that's for sure. Wait, please! I'm afraid I'm not following what's going on here. Why are you such a fucking moron? Why are you even here? We haven't seen any of you from Team Skull since you suddenly disappeared during the expedition. I'd fretted for your well-being. Worried, huh? Sure. Your guild's full of gullible nincompoops just waiting to be fleeced. Your demeanor and language seem to be much coarser now. Shut up! They were deceiving the guild all this time! They're a bad exploration team. Team Skull is a bunch of crooks. What? Is that true? What else? Yeah, to be naive beyond belief to be fooled this long. Anyway, we got the relic fragment. Now we just gotta go to the hidden land. Eat your heart out, nitwits. Oh dear. Those stinking scoundrels. Play me for a fool, will they? They won't get away with this. I'll show them what it means to trifle with me. No, don't. Okay, well. Folks, we lost him. 07s to Chatot. 07s are over. Wait, Chatot! He's gone. Chatot was sure furious. I hope he'll be okay. After all, there are those vicious Pokemon he warned us about lurking ahead. Not just that, we still need to recover my relic fragment from Skuntank. We should hurry too. Let's save your adventure. Yes, save and continue. Yes, I was going to say before, so yeah, I'm reading the Odyssey at the moment. We're just finished book 12 before you came in, Matthias. Book 13 is on the way, where Odysseus is finally reaching home, and we're going to have, like, the big clash with the suitors in a little while. Yes. We're going to have... Oh, it's a dugong. Rebound orb. Do I get my PB recovered actually here? And then we're planning on either... Yeah, Iliad, then Aeneid. And then, I don't know how to do another Greek thing. Maybe I'll do Hesiod's Theogony. Or if not, I was thinking maybe doing some like Arthurian stuff instead. Which it's been a while since I've done Arthur, but I've actually studied that. Arthurian myths I've actually studied in school, so... I think it'd be fun to do again. after a long time of not doing them. All his orb. We can use an all his orb. There's more than one book? I thought there was only... Oh, sorry. No, my apologies. It's the word... So, when it refers to books in the Odyssey, it's referring to the individual chapters of it. There is only one... Okay, so number one, the Odyssey itself is classed as a poem, right? It's an epic poem. The individual sections of epic poems are referred to as books, so it's more like the... It's more just like categorizations of it all. There is only the one book of the Odyssey, though. There is actually... In some versions of the myth, there are, like, sequels. There is, like, a sequel story to the Odyssey, but there's no, like, great epic poem written about it, so no one really cares about it. And not to mention, this story would go in direct contrast with the Odyssey, which people don't like, because the Odyssey is, like, very well regarded. But also, it's also a rather miserable end to the tale, which I think one of the other reasons why people don't really like to talk about the sequel, where Odysseus gets killed by some dude who no one cares about. Let's... What do I want to get rid of here? Let's pick up the gummy. Throw. Don't need that orb. But no, there is only the one book of the Odyssey. No need to worry about that. Though, I guess you want to count the Iliad as like a prequel. I guess there's like that is like one of them. Again, the Aeneid is like it was not written by Homer or composed by. Again, it's poems. It's composition, not just writing. It wasn't composed by Homer. It's composed by Virgil. Which is like a Roman sequel to it. Though I say that there's only one Odyssey. So I made a YouTube short about this actually. Shameless self-plug, I know. But I made a YouTube short where I talked about how, like, there's... John Tzetzes was a Byzantine writer who... What is he writing? I want to say 1100 BC, something like that. He was Byzantine. And he wrote these things called Homeric allegories, which were, like, retellings of the Odyssey in, like... allegorical terms for like a Christian audience. So he wrote it for this Germanic princess as a gift. Was it commissioned by him actually? I can't remember now. But he wrote it for that, and there's new characters in that which he names, which were not in the original. Let's just organize everything here. And so I guess you could technically count that as like an alternate version of the Odyssey, but it's not. There's no sequel to it, and no sequel book. I'm sure there's like poems of like the other story from the Odyssey. Oh, cock and ball torture. You can't be paralyzed, right? Because you're ground type. And that's not very good. Items. Do I have anything to throw at it? I do not. Yippee! Okay, let's go. Oh no, Star, you picked up the money. And learning about literature is fun though, isn't it? It's really one of the few things in life which keeps me going, alongside learning about food. Because I love learning about food and cooking. It's such a cooking is a joy for me. It's one of the few things in life which gives me any kind of enjoyment now. And after the war, when all my enjoyment left my body. Oh no. Holy, that was close. Power bound. We don't really need it though. Yeet. Be gone. Actually, hang on. Sprout Rock. Info. Keeping the treasure bag to give its benefit to all the following members. Slightly boost defense and special defense. I don't know how much slightly is though, which is the thing. Itemizer orb. What does that do? I kind of want to see what that does now. Let's see if we can't pick that up. That's a stone. Mega Drain! What does the Itemizer orb do? Info. Special item that transforms the target into an... Oh. Well, that sucked. Has the orb been used up now? Oh, it has been used up indeed. What a shame. Well, we got him out. Bum bum. Oh dear. I love the music in this game. Oh god, it's so good. I think I've mentioned before, the composer of this game has not done much stuff outside of this game actually, which is a real shame because their music's fantastic. The lead composer, fantastic stuff. I can't remember his name now. Energy ball go. Okay. Oh, here we go. Can we finally beat the snot out of Team Skull? Well, we've descended quite a ways, but we haven't got up to chat out our Team Skull yet. This place. It's horribly hot and humid in here. Grr. Grr. Hey, I heard a voice over there. Let's go, LJ. Oh, it's these tools. Wow, it's Team Skull. What a bunch of assholes. Ugh. What happened to you guys? Oh, no way. Were you attacked by a mysterious gang of enemies?
Oh, you knew it was coming? Would have been good to know that.
Nothing you tell us. Skuntank, are you alright?
You find us at your mercy. And now you're worried how we are? How sickeningly generous can you nitwits be?
We're not about to walk away from anyone if they're hurt.
Your concerns wasted on us. We'll be fine. That pompous Cheddar. He riled me up enough to keep me going.
Huh? Cheddar did what?
Here's what he did. The Cheddar came along after we got wiped out. When he spotted us down and out, he scolded us with all sorts of choice words. After giving us that blistering tongue lashing, he went on his way. Things he said about us, I'm still seeing red. I'm so steaming mad that I refuse to give up here. I'm getting out if you ever have to crawl, so I can deliver my payback to that blasted Cheddar. But if you think about it, we were close to giving up when that Cheddar saved us by riling us up.
Even though you say you've been saved, you still look like you're in a lot of pain.
We've been bad to you two all this time. You went through downright rotten times because of us, but you two can still bring yourselves to worry about the likes of us.
Yes, you did make us furious over this and that. But when we see you down and out like this, we can't just walk away. I would walk away. I would walk away. I wouldn't. Honestly, I would kind of throw them into the puddles and let them drown, if I'm being honest. I think that the world would be better off without them. But I guess that's not the moral lesson here. We can't just walk away. Hey, the relic fragment!
Oops. One like me. The relic fragment slipped out of my grip. And I can't move yet. That quartz is gonna steal it back.
Skuntank.
I only dropped the relic fragment by accident. You're free to pick it up. Or not.
Skuntank. Thanks.
Why thank me? The next time we meet, we're gonna go back to our old tricks and messing with you. Besides, don't waste your time worrying about us. You should be worrying about Cheddar instead.
That's right. Where did Cheddar go?
He went deeper. He's going after those enemies. You two, hurry up and go too.
Thanks, Skuntank. We're gonna go in deeper after them. Skuntank, be sure to get your team out. Don't give up.
I'll ask you to not patronize Team Skull.
We have to go, LJ. What book are you currently on? Just finished book 12 today. Martias. Just finished book 12. We're going to be starting book 13 of the next full stream for reading as well. And again, this is going to be where Odysseus is finally heading home. He's relayed his story of adventures to the Phaeacians, and he's going to be heading home.
You two, can you move? Oh, you can't be serious.
The way they trounced us, I'm just too wiped out.
So that's it. Well, we must really look like a mess.
But Chief, I like how you kept it to yourself. You kept it to yourself until the very end. That you're a little bit of a good guy. You redeemed yourself.
Shut it.
But I gotta say, Chief, there's something to be said about you doing that.
Shut up.
Oh no.
Hey, Chatot. You two, be alert. They're very close by. I saw the retreating figures when I gave chase, but I lost sight of them by the time I reached the spot. They must be lurking here somewhere. But there doesn't appear to be any place to hide here. What is this? Not sense of foreboding. There are only piles of rock walls around us. At one glance I caught of them. On the verge of remembering. That's it! When they attacked me last time, they seemed to appear out of nowhere. What they really appeared from was...
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's so cool. You can't see it. They're up there in the top screen. Kabutops and Omastar. Oh my goodness, what a cool twist. What a cool image to show as well.
Quartz LJ, be careful! They're above us! What? What? I am Kabutops. And the Omastar brothers. All trespassers need to be taught a lesson. Take that. Wah! Chatot! What? I won't let you get away with this. How do you like that? That hero shielded his buddies with his body. That's not what I call smart. Hey, I remember. Kabutops, that big hero's been here before. We knocked him out the same way, too. This is the second time he's done that. That really takes a whole lot of smarts. Say what you will, they're our prized recruits. I won't let you harm them.
Shut up. Oh dear.
It's your turn next. Take this.
Guys, it's fine. I have a type advantage. Let's... Okay, so we can't use any of those. Where are we going with this? They didn't kill instantly. Okay, that's surprising. Okay, two hits. Let's go with Energy Ball here. Okay, that killed instantly. Nice. Easy win! Oh my god, I'm so good at this game. Yep! Yeah. Holy, we just trounced them. Oh my god. What a cool, like... They didn't even do the whole art for that, though. That was really cool that they did that. That was awesome. Yeah. That's so cool. There's so much cool stuff in this game. Chatot! Chatot, are you alright? Stay with us! Who's that? Oh, it's Wigglytuff and Groval. That voice, Guildmaster. Wigglytuff and Groval too?
Guildmaster! What, Groval?
What is Groval doing with the Guildmaster?
I'll explain later. This is more important.
Shadow, come on, man, get up.
Hey, this is bad. Shadow is down.
Oh, golly, is he hurt? Shadow, are you okay? Come on, man. Come on. Are you hurt? I'm fine. I'm hale and hearty, as you can see. Oh, Shadow, I'm sorry, Shadow. If only I got here earlier. Oh, please don't blame yourself, Guildmaster. But this is so humiliating. Knocked out by the same enemies. Again. Thank you, Mortias. Appreciate that. Thank you, Mortias, for the hydrate as well. Thank you for the routines. Very much appreciated. Well, that isn't true, Shadow. The last time we came here, you were knocked out right away, Shadow. So you probably don't remember this, but that time, when Kabutops' gang sprang out at us, you shielded me from attack, Shadow. Excuse me? I sent Kabutops' gang packing right after that, but if it weren't for you jumping out to shield me, Shadow, I would have been knocked out on the spot. I owe you my life, Shadow. I owe my life to Shadow. That's... what happened? Oh, Shadow, you are my invaluable partner. I am privileged to hear such words, Guildmaster. I'm such a happy Pokemon.
Whoa, Shadow!
Shadow. Everyone stay calm. Yes, he'll live. He still has time. Get him back to the guild now. Well then, quick, let's all go back to the guild. No. We will take Shadow back to the guild. That's for you, Eldre and Quartz. And you, Grilval, you three must keep going. But don't worry about it. Besides, if you don't go on from here, Shadow's shielding will have been for nothing. The strange pattern is up ahead. Now hurry. Thanks, Wigglytuff. We will continue onward. Let's go, Quartz, LJ. Okay. Let's go, LJ. Good luck! Find the hidden land! Wow, Chuttle actually pulled through. We love to see it. We love to see it. Grovyle, how did you know to join us here? Wigglytuff brought me. What, Wigglytuff did? That's right. Wigglytuff had been looking for me. As soon as he found me, he asked me to go with him. He said you were close to finding the hidden land. Worked out fine because I planned to join you anyway. Plan to join us? Wait, does that mean? That's right. I collected all the necessary time gears. Yes! All we have to do now is get to the hidden land. So let's find that place with the strange pattern now. Whoa, there's water here. Hold on. This is seawater. Oh, it's in the Lapras from earlier then. Look at that, LJ. So pretty. The cave mouth's open wide to the sea. We couldn't see it from outside because it's in the shadows. I was just double checking if I had a reverb on, so I was wondering if I still had it on from singing earlier. It's true. The sea is visible beyond the rock walls. It's nearly evening. I didn't notice the time go by. The tide rises up to here from the gap in the walls. Oh, that's... What, LJ, what's wrong? The emblem, I see. Hey, look at this! This is the same as the pattern on my relic fragment. I guess it's the same pattern that Chad described. Let me bring out the relic fragment. Hey, the relic fragment! Whoa, the pattern on the wall's glowing now! It's as if it's reacting to the fragment. Wah! Ooh. Ooh. What was that? A beam of light shot out to sea. What's that out there? It is the Lapras. Nice. What? That's... It's coming closer. It's swimming. Quartz, LJ, and Grovile, correct? You know our names? Yes. I was informed by Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff told you? That pattern on the wall shot a beam of light across the sea. You appeared right after that. Can you tell me who you are? I'm Lapras. I am the guide to the Hidden Land. You're what? You can take us to the Hidden Land? You unleash the beam of light from the pattern on the wall. That is the signal for gaining entry to the Hidden Land. It is beyond the sea. Step onto my back. I will carry you across the sea. Don't be afraid. I'm exceptional. I can carry you all and more on my back. It's beyond the sea. The Hidden Land.
LJ, Quartz, let's go. Beyond the sea.
Ooh. I would like to save the adventure. Guys, we're ramping up, finally. This must be in the finale of the game, Chapter 19, The Hidden Land. I will think the post-game of this as well, actually, I think. Because Corvodo is saying that the post-game is worth playing. Oh, Guildmaster.
How is Chatot? Will it be alright?
Yep. He needs to sleep and recover tonight. I think he'll be fine tomorrow. Yeah!
I'm glad to hear that.
Yep, there's a load off my mind, by golly.
Hey, that's great. Chatot will be okay. Hey!
Guildmaster,
What is it, Sunflora?
Guildmaster, you said Chatot saved you in the cave long ago. Can you tell us about that?
Yep, this is what happened.
Oh, this is the cool thing again.
Guildmaster, watch out!
Kabutops and his brutes attacked us without warning. Chatot reacted first and shielded me from them, and he got knocked out. I sent Kabutops again packing after that, but Chatot was knocked out. I didn't know what to do. I was in a panic because I couldn't help Chatot. That was when a Lapras appeared.
Lapras?
Yep, Lapras. Lapras saved Chatot.
Oh, I see. That's how you met Wigglytuff, Lapras. Yes. I didn't intend to reveal myself at all, but I changed my mind the instant I saw Chatot on the ground. I simply had to help. Afterward, it's the cool sprite for it as well. I made Wigglytuff promise me something. A promise? Yes.
Hey, so what was that promise?
I think Lapras recognized that we were an exploration team right away. So he said to us,
Oh, it's a guy, okay.
he said to us that he couldn't tell if we were bandits with big ambitions or if we were an exploration team with good intentions. So he asked, for the sake of the world's peace, that we please not investigate the peculiar pattern there. That's what he asked of us.
So, what was your reply, Guildmaster? Wigglytuff promised to honor my request most agreeably. He said he owed me thanks for coming to Chatot's aid, and that he would stop all investigations into the matter. So that's what happened. But why didn't you want anyone to investigate the pattern? In the Hidden Land, its temporal tower where Dialga reigns. Dialga feared intruders could wreak havoc at the tower that regulates time. Dialga decided to protect Temporal Tower. He hid the Hidden Land in a gap in time. A gap in time? Yes. It is hard to explain, but it is a gap in time itself. It is the space between parts of a split second.
I see. No wonder the place couldn't be found. A gap in time. No one could ever hope to go to such a place.
No. Dialga left one key for entering the Hidden Land. That's a special fragment with a mysterious pattern etched into it.
When I heard wise old Torkoal's tale, and when I saw Quartz's relic fragment, I finally understood. I realized that the peculiar pattern was linked to the Hidden Land. That's why I headed out to Brine Cave before everyone else went to visit, because I had to see Lapras. I met with Lapras to explain what was happening. How time was stopping all over and how the world was in peril. I also explained how the time gears needed to be taken to Temporal Tower, so I asked him to reveal how we could get to the Hidden Land.
So, what happened?
Lapras revealed it to me.
He said that the relic fragment chooses who will go to the hidden land. The relic fragment itself does that?
It chooses on its own?
Yes, apparently so. And the relic fragment chose quartz. Hey, why did the relic fragment choose quartz? I don't really know. I think the Alcon wants to prevent those with bad intentions in their hearts from entering Temporal Tower. That's why the important thing is the purity of heart. So Quartz's heart must have resonated with the relic fragment. Anyway, I can do no more to help. From now on, this burden belongs to Quartz and LJ. Come on! It's Team Stagehand 2's weight to bear now. It's entirely up to them to get to the hidden land. It falls to them to stop the destruction of time.
Well, damn. No pressure, am I right, folks? We'll be fine, right? We got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Do you think they'll ever make another Mystery Dungeon game and it will have a story as cool as this and have like artistry as cool as this game? But it's probably not going to happen, right? I can't see it happening. Hey, Lapras? Yes? You've been swimming a long time. Are you doing okay? I'm fine, Quartz. No need for concern, because we're almost there. See? It's coming into view. What? On the far horizon. Did you see where the sea looks a little different? It's true. The waves. The waves are all twisted up. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's a gorgeous theme. Do you do specific reading streams, or do you always read at the start of your streams? No, I normally do specific reading streams on like week Fridays or Saturdays, but I just decided to get through this one, because this book 12 today of the Odyssey, just because it's been a thorn in my side. I'm trying to get through it for a little bit now, and things have kept happening which have led to me having to end the stream and such like that. So I've not got around to it, and I've not been able to stream as much lately anyway, due to personal things going on, but I just wanted to get it out of the way today. And I did, and now I can move on with the story, Matthias. Sometimes you just need to power through. The story will have a happy ending yet. God, what a gorgeous theme. Lapras, what is that? The edge of the gap in time. That is the portal through which we will go to the hidden land. Oh. Okay, here we go. He's flying out of the water, holy shit. No way. Down a bit. Lapras! Lapras is flying! No, that's not it. This isn't flying. We're crossing the Sea of Time. Whoa. Is that it? Is that the hidden land? Yes, that's the hidden land. We're going in. The clouds parted over the hidden land. This is the hidden land. We finally made it here. Please look ahead. Hey, what's that? Oh, that's not good. Is that perhaps? Yes, it's Temporal Tower. That's where Dialga is. That's where we have to go. The time gears have to be taken there. But you take a close look, the place seems to be floating in the sky. I wonder how we're supposed to get there.
You must take the Rainbow Stone Ship.
The Rainbow Stone Ship?
Yes. Far ahead you will find the old ruins. There you will find an ancient mystical vessel, the Rainbow Stone Ship. It will take you to Temporal Tower. Thank you, Lapras. This is the extent of what I can do for you. From here, you're on your own. Good luck on reaching Temporal Tower.
Okay. Grovyle, LJ, we don't have far to go now. Let's keep it up.
Whoa. Oh, I can just go back? Oh, okay. Maybe this would be a good point to leave it on for today then, actually. I don't know. You know what? I think this is a good point to leave it on for today. Yeah. Maybe we should do a little raid as well. Oh, oh hang on. Where am I? What's it doing? Yeah, we'll leave it there for today then. Bum bum bum. Da ba da bum bum. Bum bum. Yeah, this has been a fun stream actually. I didn't expect it to be this fun, but yeah. I think we're gonna leave it there for today then, folks. What time is it? It's like 10 past 9. Yeah, I should probably get some food in. Bum bum bum. Just trying to see if there's anyone small who I could raid. Not really. You know what? It's fine. There's no need to panic about that. Dun 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 dun. My Star's on. Could raid Star perhaps. Oh bye, unfortunately I catch this stream at a late hour. No problem, my tears. I streamed at an unusual hour anyway. I should be back on I'll probably be back on Wednesday streaming, if not, and if probably streaming Mystery Dungeon here. And I'll probably be back on either Friday or Saturday streaming an Odyssey reading if you want to join in for that, but no problems yet. So no, yeah, we're gonna leave it there for today, folks. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Keep well, stay safe, eat lots of good food, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Okay, have a good one, folks. Keep well. Bye bye. Bye. Da, da.